sad is that? Maybe so I can't pick the colour up now. Freezing cold. Absolute fucking freezing. What about you guys? It's freezing where I'm. If I go that way, I look like I'm fucking off on the wrong position. That'd be better there. I don't know. I like to be in the middle of that, and you feel like you're fucking offside. I'm not playing football, I'm offside. I'm fucking thing. I'm going to go up, put it down, over along, a little bit, up, down. Yes. That's done. Hope everyone's alright. 48 people jumped on there. What's happening? Welcome to the live, everyone. Freedom will be at the top as usual. Have to buy the coffee. Support the channel, please. The PayPal down below, much appreciated. Thank you. Freedom says Steve Mac. Okay, Steve. Richard Orley, you all right, mate? Hi, Bretton, mate. Yeah, evening. Yeah, it's still stinging today. I think it's on these computers too long. Or staring at them, and your eyes just sting on them. And I've been on sunbeds as well this morning. And sometimes you just end up looking at the light, though. Sometimes it burns your fucking eyes. You don't realise. You're like on the phone like that, and you're looking at the phone, and then the light's burning your fucking eyes, and you come off, and your eyes are all sore for 2 days. Let's see if there's anyone else. N Daly. Hey, Mr. Somebody. Are you Mr. Somebody? Hi, Brian. Hope you're well, mate. I am. Thank you very much, Peter DeVox. Welcome to the show. Yeah, let's wait for some more coming on so you just talk to each other. Don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. 26 people on, only 3 people have pushed the like buttons, which is the thumbs up. Not to subscribe, just to like the channel, and it gets more people to watch the channel. So I think we got about 60 odd the buttons last night. We're up to 4 now. So stop being lazy and push the like buttons before we start the show. It helps us with the algorithm. That's the word I'm looking for. Fucking horrible, miserable day. That's the end today, hasn't it? It's been crap. Absolutely never stopped raining. 2 days in a row. Miserable. 8 got pushed the like buttons now. We're getting close. But we're still not there. No one's getting a cigar yet. And Daily, hey mate, have you okay, everybody? Big match tomorrow. Manchester United. Is it tomorrow or Sunday? I'm not sure now. Oh, tomorrow, isn't it? Manchester City. If they get even a result like a draw, would be great. But I can't see them beating them. Got too many injuries as well. It's a superior team, Manchester City, to Man United now. Total, the tide turned, doesn't it, years ago? I think it's been about 13 years since Man U won a title. I think the last one they won was last year. I think it was the Carabao Cup. I think that's all they've won. And I think they came out a cup with Mourinho. I think it was the Carabao Cup as well. So that's all they've won. And the money they still make more money than any other football club in revenue. And that's why they offered players £450,000 a week. Some of them on 350 grand a week, and they're absolutely sat. Some of them have been on the bench for 6 months, like not being ill. They're saying, how can you be ill for 6 months? Fucking talking shit. Won't leave the club. Won't go to certain clubs. So they try to sell them to the club so they can get some revenue in. And then you look at the younger players, the busting and gut to get there. You got people like Rashford complaining about, because people are complaining about his performance. Well, you would, wouldn't you? So if you worked at, say, British Steel, you weren't going to, you were being late, you weren't getting on time, you asked to have a day off because you were poorly, and you went out to Ireland for the weekend and went drinking all weekend, and nobody seen you. And then he asked for another week. The other week, I think it was against Nottingham Forest. He asked, I'm poorly, could I have with two days off or something? And there was nothing wrong with the game. So this is what's happening. They're asking for time off, but they're on 450. Well, what you should say, yeah, you can have that day off, but that 450 grand this week, what you get, you could just take the full week off. We'll keep the £450,000. But every time you stay off a day, take 100 grand off them. They'll soon fucking stop having their days off. Another carry on. There's been one up here where there's been a lot of people at the lights. I think it'll be married about a month ago. They've attacked knocked out. They're up for 4 attempted murders, a murder and 4 attempted murders. I think there's 3 attempted murders. And ridiculous all over. Somebody's trying to break into somebody's house, and he was about the lad shouting, "I'm going to get my dad." He said, "Get your fucking dad." So they come round and mount the pavement and ran them over in a car, in a van. Broke the young girl's 4 of her ribs, I think it was, a spleen, a liver, and snapped a leg, the tibia and the fibula in half, and mounted the pavement and ran the man over and dragged him down the street under the van, killed him outright. There's 4 people been, I think there's 4 people been arrested for it. But then there's been another one in Manchester, I think it was today or yesterday. Asian lads fighting in the street. 4 of them have pleaded guilty to murder. I think 4 pleaded guilty to their attempted murders. And then I found another one today. Drug dealer from Ingleby Barwick. There's been loads doing that coming here because it's a nice area to live. So you think, well, they won't be selling drugs up there, and that's loads come from them. So these are from all over Manchester and places. 236 of them were arrested. No, sorry, I can't. 100 odd arrested and 230 years they got between them. Fuck that! I wouldn't like to be doing that sentence. Got them banked the rights buying a fucking house for 600 grand. No, that's how they catch you, the money trail all the time. That's how they get caught going into going buying a car for 30 grand cash. You can't do that. What you do, you go and see someone who you know. See, you've got a mate. Well, I've got friends at garages who own millionaires, multi-millionaire car dealers. I'll go in and say, look, can you do me a scheme where I pay you £1,000 a month or £500 a month or something, and I'll buy the car off your cash, 30 grand. It cost you well, and they'll do it because they've got 30 grand in the pocket then without having to pay tax on it. So that's how you used to do it. So you get these fucking idiots. So you go in, you get like a book, you pop in every now and then, and you pop in, you put your name on it. Like say every 2 or 3 months, pop in, put 3 times your name on it, and you'll put like £800 this month paid, £1,000 this month paid. So then, where do you get your car from? I got off such and such a car dealers. I said I had a few grand. I Parex my old car. I got 5 grand for that, and I'm going to payment scheme out to pay what I want until the car's paid off. So they'll go to the garage, see the person there. There's your receipts every month. And I've got the receipts in the house off him. And you've got the car. You can't just go and buy a car at the garage now. Years ago, you could do it. You'd walk in the garage and buy a car. I've done it with Bam Bam. Bam Bam used to buy cars, 30, 40, 50 grand cars, buy them. And then we'd have them for 3 or 4 months, take them back and lose 10 grand. But we didn't fucking give a shit because we were making that much money. So we'd have a car like a Cosworth, some type of Cosworth, swap it for another different Cosworth, go back, get another one, get a BMW, just keep swapping the cars around as well. And when you're working as well, doing the gear, you need 3 or 4 cars to work with. You see these people driving around in the top of the range car with their own number plate on it, driving up and down council estates, going in and out people's houses with parcels and bags, and giving people 100 quid and 200 quid on the doorstep. Neighbours see it, phone the police. Then they start putting cameras up, watching you in your house. That's how they catch you. Fucking bam. There's a lad up there, he was 16-year-old. He had a 30 grand car. He was only 16. He didn't even pass his test. He got caught. He got 5-year jail. Got caught doing the crack, and he went in his house. He had 5 keys of speed and 2 keys of coke. He was watching, minded it for some big dealer, but he was still selling it. And he had £31,000 car on his front. His mum had a top of the range Porsche Jeep. They got caught. They had a business as well, doing really well. He was, and he had a building business where he was getting like £500 a week. He was only fucking 16, and he obviously got him with their own people. They ended up getting jail. He's out now, but that's how easy it is to get caught. So they caught this lad who was living here. He got £600,000 house he just went to buy. So they must have stung him and been watching what he was doing. They've been watching him for about 2 or 3 years. No, that's what I said to you. They don't follow you. They just sit there with the computers in the police station. They'll see you driving through the road, through the satellites from one town to another. He's been in number 26, such and such street. He's been in that street and that. So they'll find out who in that street is. They'll go in there and say, well, it's such and such Tommy Johnson. Oh, yeah, well-known drug dealer, well-known gangster. Next place you go to, you went to Wales 56 times. You went to the street in Wales. Go to that street, find out who's in that street. Andy Smith, well-known drug dealer. So they start putting them all together then on a big pot on the wall, pinning them all up in the fit pictures, and then they put them all together like jigsaw, and then put it all together and represent it to the Crown Prosecution. They go to court, the jury sit there. He went to this house 52 times. We caught such and such money in this house. He went to this house 48 times. We caught this in this house. So that's how they get caught, mainly through the phones and also through the tracking devices on the cars, because most of these Porsches now you buy, or Range Rovers, have already got a built-in tracking device, and that's there for your insurance purposes. But usually it's for the police, because the police can follow you everywhere through the tracking device or your phone, so you're fucked. And you can't get out. You can't say, well, it was my phone. I said, well, you've been seen. They pick you up from the side. They can see the writing on a matchbox from space. You can see them zoom right in, like a matchbox like that. Fucking unbelievable it is. So I packed it in years ago because it's the technology. It's not the police have got cleverer. It's the technology's got cleverer. So they don't have to follow you no more now. They just sit like that, typing and watching you drive around, and it's been there, beep, 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 it'll go, it's been there again, it'll put up again 56 times, 57 times, and then they pull you in, and you have to explain why have you been at that address all these times, and if you can't explain, and they can prove that you've been there, it's just got 132 years between them all. Fuck that. You got 12 years, one of the lads got 12 years. Still do 6 years, won't he? And you get out, you've got no fucking job and out. You've got to tell them what you've done, you've been to jail. Nobody will employ somebody who sells drugs. So you're better off going to college. That 2 year, but you did all the time on the drugs, you could have did a 2 year course and be a computer expert or something, or train instructor or a fitness instructor or something constructive in your life, and you've watched your little kids grow up. 6 years, say the kids are 8-year-old. Kids will be like late teenagers and get out of jail. You don't see your kids. John Usher, you okay, mate? You don't. So the crime doesn't pay in the end. You always get caught when you do drugs, especially nowadays. There's too many police informers. There's too much technology and computers and in shop windows, in cars. I mean, look at that. Look at people put them in for the insurance now with a camcorder, like a cam thing, whatever it's called. In the taxis, I've got them all. All the buses have got cameras in. All the bus stops have got cameras in. All the buses, what you get on, they've got about fucking 7 or 8 cameras in when you get on the bus. So if you have a crash, they see, I fell and hit my head, they look on the camera and they do it for perjury, for trying to defraud, so you get done for fraud when you pretend that you've been hurt on a bus. And the can see there's about, I think there's about 7 or 8 cameras on every bus. They don't cost a lot of money now, pennies. Yes, please hit the like buttons. Everyone okay? Freedom. John Usher, you okay, my friend? Yeah, we're here. All good, Matt. Thanks. I hope you're okay. Mark Emerson, keep trucking. Peter DeVox, love you all the world, son. Freedom. Lots of love to all yous on here. Let me see. Yeah, you can honestly you can be better than that. You're not fucking selling drugs. You don't even you start selling drugs. 99% of people start taking them. Then you start taking them, then you don't get no money because you start getting addicted. You end up taking more than what you're selling, and you've got to end up fucking robbing people and robbing drug dealers. And you end up people coming at your door, and they come to your mum's house and your brother's house and your sisters and your cousins and all sorts to get money off them because they can't find you. They'll go. They're ruthless now. They're not like old school where I can't go to his mum's fucking house. She's 70-year-old. I can't go to his dad's house. He's a fucking old man. I can't go there. They've got fucking his wife's got fucking 3 kids. And he's in jail. I can't get the money off him now. We'll have to leave it. So you like old school like me, we'll just leave it until we're bumped into them, like in prison or something, or they come out. But if they come out and say, look, Brian, I got fucked up, I took the drugs, didn't I? I'd say, okay then, okay, no problem. I'll just work it off. So I'll just let them work it off by doing like jobs. Pick this up for me, do that for me, do this, do that. And that's how I used to do it, get paid back. I didn't used to beat fuck out of them, give them good items. That's no good. You want your money back, so I just let them work it back off. But some rob you and then it's fuck off to London or Manchester or Birmingham or wherever. They go fucking rob you for like 2 or 3 grand. But they were making that a month, fucking idiots. So if they rob you for the shortfall, you could have made money you could have made money up to 7 days a week, 12 months a year, making money instead of scamming someone for a daft couple of grand. Then somebody tells Tommy and Tommy tells Johnny and Johnny tells Andy and they go, fuck him, you do it, scumbag. He's ripped such and such off. He's going to rip Ryan Cockerill, to rip anyone off, so they won't give you it. They'll just say, no, you're not getting that off me. And then something now with the Albanian, there's no disrespect to the Colombian people and the Afghan people and the people from like fucking Poland and all that. They don't give a fuck now. They'll just chop your fingers off for a fiver because they class it as respect in their countries. The Russians, the Albanians, they don't give a fuck. There was one, it wasn't a bad lad. Him and his brother used to sell it in Middlesbrough. And anyway, they ripped these Albanians off, and I knew these Albanians. One looked like a doctor, looked like a doctor that like to operate on you, like a real top doctor. And I thought, he's fucking. You know, when you just feel someone's dangerous. I thought, he's fucking dangerous. Him. I used to get bits and bobs off him for years. Anyway, I said to my mate, I said, you see him there? He's like a hitman or something. You can tell him Holloway's just got that looks in you. You can see you look in his eyes. He'd fucking shoot you in a second. He's one person you wouldn't want to rip off because he'd come for you. So I was right. So what happened is these kids tried, hey, fucking bastard dogs. So later on, there was these lads. These were from Kurdish lads. Him and his brother, and they were only small. They ended up cutting this young kid's. He was only 18 years old. This kid, they cut his fucking fingers off with the bolt cutters for about 40 quid. He said it wasn't the money; it was about the respect. Dangerous lads, but the Albanians were bigger fish, so they were doing bits and bobs. So they started going to Hartlepool, where the Albanians lads had a massive network all over Teesside. I wasn't doing nothing, and I used to get bits and bobs off them. And I was polite to me, nice, you know. But at which day this lad started thinking, I know the names and everything. So they went to Hartlepool, 3 of them, and they were in a house there. So the dog got kicked. They've gone on the Albanians, poured battery acid in his fucking eyes, burnt his eyes out. He burnt his eyes out, set him alight, fucking hammered him, killed him. 2 of them got caught, I think, or 3 of them. 2 of them got caught, and the one who looked like a doctor, he went on the run. He went missing him. He was like, you know, a proper fucking, like in like an old gangster film. You see, there's one of them ones who just don't talk to no one, stays on their own, and just like a hitman. That's what he reminded me of. Dangerous. Then there was another lad. This lass used to go out with him from Stockton, and he was Polish. Anyway, he was in the fucking shop. He was in McDonald's serving stuff. And she told my mate, my mate's missus, told him, because I knew the lad, she said, next minute all these response come in. Oh, I'm on the floor. He was a hitman from Poland. He was wanted for 7 murders, and he was a gangster as well. He was wanted for 7 murders in Poland. What they do is they go to the graves, and they'll see somebody dead with the same type of birth date, and they'll get that grave, and they'll go and get the best certificate, get the birth certificate, then they send off for the license, and then they send off for the passport, all in that name. So they become Tommy Smith instead of Johnny Jenkins. So they've got a new ID, and they come into England, and the British police don't go through them all. So there's loads and loads got through. Gangsters, villains, rapists, all sorts have got through. They don't get checked. They haven't got enough time to do it, the police. So that's how they do it. The IRA used to do it like that. They'll go to a grave where somebody's died, the same age as you, same date of birth. So you get the same. So when you look at what he says, 58 or something, or 52, it looks about right. So they've got they'll get things like a car, pay for the car in that name. They'll get something else like a driving license. So if they do get pulled, they'll have a house with stuff in where they'll get something where they'll buy it and it's in the name. So all the IDs come back as that name. So they don't look suspicious. Not long ago, just around the corner of here, there was about 13 terrorists from cells. I don't know what cells they were. Al Qaeda caught just around the corner here only a couple of weeks ago. They all got deported. They all got put back to America. American FBI were here. The old FBI were all over the fucking England state. And another one's just been caught about 2 weeks ago to do with that other one who's been poisoning people. He was caught in Newcastle. He was a doctor in Newcastle. Another fucking doctor. He was caught with 3 different substances of liquid. And when they got it, the FBI agents got it, they couldn't detect what it was. So they've been sent off to the labs now to be detected. Another top scientists are checking it now. Some type of chemical, but he was charged he's been charged with attempted murder. So whatever he's put in the liquid, he must have tried to give someone it. So we don't know if it's linked to that one down London who was putting the acid on people. We're not sure. But that's all. Yeah, they haven't come out with nothing. But it's true because there was a lady in a wood sunbed shop told she lived a couple of doors away from them. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like buttons, everybody. Matter say everyone okay. So no matter where you're at, you might think you're safe because you're in a posh area, in a nice house, but they're the type of places where they're going to go, where there's no trouble, where there's no, the crime rate's very low, so they're going to go, you see them in a big posh 30, 40, 50 grand car, I think, with these, and you see him like as a businessman driving around, and well, he wouldn't hit a flag, but He'd blow the fucking half of he wouldn't have to fly, but he'd blow the fucking, if he was a terrorist, he'd blow you up. And that's what they like, they blend in. People like that. They blend in, they're so good. That's what they are, professional hitmen and stuff like that, they can blend in. Usually most hitmen are about 10 or 12, between 8 stone and 12, 10, 12 stone. So they blend in. Like, if he was somebody big like me, you think, oh, he was massive. So you just look for somebody massive in an area. I think the area's there, catch me straight away. So when Kev Kelly, his brother, was telling me about using the SES and the MI5, he said he only weighed 7.5, 8 stone, and he was fucking deadly with his hands. He was in Ireland working as well, places. The blend in. He was a window fitter in Ireland, the double glazing firm he worked for, but he was undercover fucking MI5. A lethal MI5, like fucking lethal. Trying to kill you with all sorts of different weapons, a bit like fucking, you haven't got a chance for them. Just stab you with a fucking little pinprick like that, one of the chemicals, and you're dead. Look at that one, and the common, you remember the Russian one? He got jabbed with an umbrella with a little pin in it, and they give him a chemical, and he ended up dying. All his hair fell out, and he was in hospital quite a few years ago. And that was like a James Salisbury Common, I think it was he was on, and they stabbed him with an umbrella, and he died. But he gave the proof. He gave another MI5 one, just give all the proof about saying the such and such family gave the whole go ahead to kill Lady Diana. She was murdered. He said, but I was given the job. He says, but I'm going to tell you now who did it, and he tells you who does it and who gave him the job to kill Lady Diana. He said, but one thing, I've killed people. I think he killed 12 people for MI5. He was an MI5 operative, so he said, I'm dying now. I've only got so much, a lot, so he had cancer or something. He said, so by the time they get me under this, the Secret Official Act, what the other assigned, he said, by the time they get me to there, I'll be dead anyway. So he divulged it. Emma read it all out to me a couple of months ago. And he was an MI5 operative. He said, one thing I haven't done though is killed a woman. I've gone to my grave. I'm going to my grave. No, I never killed a woman. Made Lady Diana. So we now know she was killed. And he was the operative who was offered the job, but he'd actually done 12 hits for the government. Wayne Corrado, you all right, son? Lovely to see you back on the channel. God bless you, son. Wayne's been suffering a lot from depression. He won't mind me telling you because he loves you all, and we're all in here together. But a lot of us suffer from it. It's great you can come out with it, and it's great to help each other as we do in the channel. Yeah, he's been really suffering. He's a lovely, lovely person as well. I haven't seen you for ages, been on. That's great to see you back on. It makes me feel good inside and warm. I've been texting me the other day to keep my spirits up and that, just nice. Don't get high, you don't supply. Yep, that's the one. That's what he said. Frank won it. He said, well, the only problem we've got is, how do we spend the fucking money? And then he started taking it, did he? Coke a little bit here and a little bit there, and that's what happens to me. I started off a tiny little bit like that, and have one little go, Coke, and I might have another go, and that'll be it all night. And then just get more and more, because the more you take it, the more you need, because the big lines get fucking bigger and bigger. And then you start getting paranoid, doesn't it? It's fucking horrible. It's great when it lasts for so many months before the paranoia comes. And as soon as the paranoia comes, as Craig Howard said to me, I said, why do you always fuck off? He said, I'm just going to the toilet, and you go out the door and fuck off and jump the car and go. I said, why do you always fuck off? I mean, just leave us, like wherever somebody's house would be at. I get paranoid. He said, I can't face people. He said, so go. So later on, I thought, how do you get paranoid? We had because I had got paranoid, but then I fucking got it in the end. I realised what he meant. It's fucking horrible. You start thinking of things, you start thinking things what you'd never think when you're normal. Like, you're looking at windows and like that, and got handles on doors, and you're looking through the doors shine, you think there's somebody in there, and you look at the handle and you can see somebody's face in the handle on the door, shiny handle or a mirror or something. Two-way mirror there, and you start taking pieces off. The fucking house is wrecked. You get up the next day, your house is wrecked. Fucking damage everywhere. Telling the putting blankets on tellies and all sorts of fucking things are fucking crazy. Wouldn't dare go on one of these things. You wouldn't fucking dare with you on drugs. I wouldn't fucking dare. Hit the like buttons, guys. Yeah, don't forget to stay. Just stopped breakouts, withdrawal, mate. Yeah, doing well. Anyone stopping any type of drugs, make sure you get plenty of water in you. Make sure you get plenty of food in you, and it'll help get them out of your system a lot quicker as well. It's really good. I'll tell you what's really good. Lemon juice. And I tell you what's good. Cranberry juice is really good. And also clean out your kidneys, because your kidneys get fucking hammered with drugs. So if you get cranberry juice, not the sweetener one, just the normal one, it's really good to clean your kidney out. And apple cider vinegar is really good to help your skin as well, and your liver. It helps to clean your kidney. And they're saying there's no proof, but loads of people have come forward, and I've been on it for, like I say, years, and it's brilliant. You take it in the morning on an empty stomach before you get up, go back to bed, and then it keeps the body fat down. It burns, helps to burn body fat as well, like in your stomach. Yeah, if anyone coming off drugs, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard when you come off them, but you got to focus on something like you've got a child, your mum, your dad, someone who's passed away. So I'm going to do this for my dad. I'm going to make him proud of me now. I'm fucking sick of being on drugs, make myself look daft, make myself paranoid, make myself skint. Never got no money to go anywhere because I keep blowing on drugs. So I'm going to stay off the drugs, get myself right. I've been off now for full year. I think it is. I never even think about having to go. If I do, I think whenever I'd like if I ever go on, my head just goes, I'm not even interested. I've been in pubs loads of times and clubs. People cut me out and there's a bit of game. I went, no, thanks. Quite a few people have offered me. I went, no, I'll never touch it again. And I feel miles better, feel better, look better, and feel younger and everything with it not being in my system, all that shit. Because you like that. You do all these daft fucking noises and everything. You start having panic attacks and everyone thinking that you start fucking seeing things that aren't there and imagining things and hearing auditory voices, which is like sounds. And you make a sound, it could be 1, 2, 3, and you could make it into 5, 6, 7, because your fucking brain's completely gone cuckoo, and then you start listening for things like, shh, it's a noise. You'll be like that, look, shh, it's a noise. You'll be sat like that for 40 minutes, and you'll get up the next day and you'll be fucking arms killing you because you've been in the same position for about 40 minutes. Get up, get ready to be stiff as a board the next day, paranoid to fuck, and your eyes like that all day. That's what they're like, horrible stuff it is. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, mate. It's fucking horrible. Salisbury, yeah, mate, the Salisbury one was a bad one. Salisbury poisoning, that was it, the 2 Russians, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So people think James Bond and all that, they are fucking real. They are real spies. There's fucking all over the fucking place. Of course they've got spies. They've got them in places you never fucking know. Somebody went in Sainsbury's 30 years, he's a fucking spy, MI5 type operative. And 007, all that, they do exist. Because you can't go around like in the wall. So they go around, they'll pinch stuff, they'll go and pinch stuff out of that. They go in like fucking buildings and download stuff off computers. It still goes on all the time now. Still goes on in every country. Well, she still on the island. Freedom, stay still home as well. Still on the island. Yeah, good. See, Mark, sorry. Phone and everything. Stay Sharon, I stay. Freedom, bro. I'm in home at the time, mate. Mark Emerson, Steve Mark, everyone started with each other. How's John Lee Crack, C-R-A-K-E. Right, John, you okay, mate? Freedom's at the bottom there. So yeah, it's just looking good. Channel's looking good. Don't forget push the like buttons. It's 52 on, 30 thumbs up. Started to pick up tonight. Last night was really good, wasn't it? Last night I liked it. It was a good laugh talking about the old films and the old cartoons and the stuff that was great. Going back and you go to bed and I remember that film when I was a kid. I remember that TV series that brings back memories with your mum and dad when your families all sit there watching things like from the Generation Game. So you'd watch somebody that come in like a man and woman on this side and the daughter and the son, the man and woman this side and the daughter and the son, and then they'd watch somebody like go in a band, do the band stuff, then they had to do it next, and you'd fucking drop the bands, they'd drop the guitars, they'd drop or they'd be making cakes, or they'd be making pottery, and the thing would go all over the place, and everyone would just fucking be creased laughing in the house thinking, I've got useless it, but even if you did it yourself, you'd be useless because it's something you've never done. So they come in to show you how to do pottery or something. Then you have to emulate what they've done, but you've only seen it once, and you've seen it going all over, and it looks nothing like a cup or a plate or whatever. But they were so funny, them type of things. We used to love them when we were kids. All the family would watch them. Everyone's family, everyone in the street would be in watching the telly, or there might be, mum and dads might be out, but like used to go out to mum and dads on a Saturday or a Sunday night to the local club. You don't hardly get it now. They used to have like a local club, like the Workman's Club. and they go in because the drink was a lot cheaper. And Betty would know Margaret, and Margaret would know Anne, and Anne would know Elizabeth. Elizabeth would, they'd all know each other from the estates. And then the men would be playing a bit of snooker. They'd have a raffle. They'd have a band on. They'd have the ballroom dancing. They'd have whatever you wanted on there. It was great. And everyone got on. They were all members. You all joined the club. And you had to pay so much a year for being a member. But it was really cheap. The pints of beer were really cheap. And all the family members got on then. Usually on the Friday, they'd all be getting ready, polishing all the jazz bands and all that used to go out on the streets, and they'd go in like football parks, and there'd be like, say, 10 jazz bands from London and Birmingham, Manchester, Hartlepool, Stockton, Billingham. So they'd all go on a big field marching and see who would become the best. And they all had loads of medals on them because everywhere they went, they got a medal. So the kids used to go somewhere, every look forward to it. Or we're going to be going to Blackpool to do marching and whatever in the band. And the kids would look forward, and like the 52-seater bus would all pull up, loads of them, and they'd all come off the buses. There's the Hartlepool buses here, the such and such bus, so, and you'd be doing it for your, the big banner would say Hartlepool on, the other one would say a red car on, some red car was a good day out at the beach, and you'd see them marching up and down. Now the kids were like, more, they didn't want to be out doing anywhere, they wanted to be with the mum and dads, marching in the band with all the friends, so it was a great thing they used to have. And then on a Tuesday, we used to have a thing called the youth clubs. We used to go to the youth club, it was 2p to get in, and everyone got there. There was all girls in and boys all about from, say, 11, 12-year-old up to about 15, I think we were 16. You could go in up to that age, so you go in the local youth club. We've got none of them no more now. We've got nowhere for kids to go. That's why kids are burgling and robbing and carrying knives, and we've got nothing. They've got no culture, what we had as kids. I mean, we used to go to the pictures, we'd go to the baths. It'd be like 20 of us go to get on the bus to go to the baths, or we'd all just walk to go to the bath. Or we'd go to the beach at Seaton Crew, we'd walk all the way there. We were 2 or 3 miles to the beach, 2 or 3 miles back, weren't bothered. We'd be in the water swimming all day with just jam sandwiches or something in a plastic bag and a bottle of orange and water like that. But it'd be all watered down. There'd be probably about 1% orange in it and 99% water. You thought you were great because you had a bottle of orange. And you go to the swimming back, you go to the beach, and you pretend you were in there fighting sharks. Well, fighting sharks. Paul fucking thanks. It might have been him. He might have been trying to get us dead in. Shark, Jaws 1, Jaws 2. And just he thought it was safe to go back in the water. Paul Sykes. Just as you thought you were safe to go in the water. Paul Sykes. Fucking hell. Yeah, he just got him walking down the street with a shark under his arm like that. Sharks were about 2 tons. With great whites were about 2 or 3 tons, 6 tons, some of them. So how could you circumference your arm around the shark and walk down the street with it? He's fucking round the bend, isn't he? Walking around the bend, he is. Thanks being honest, right? Yeah, it's nice to be honest, mate. It's when you be honest and you come back out, you own yourself. Because if somebody says, oh, he's on drugs, and somebody's already told us all now. So then nobody can bully you, nobody can say nothing because you've admitted the truth. And that's what I did. It was good. No, don't tell anyone you're on drugs. That'll ruin your reputation. I said, no, if Tyson Fury can do it, Mike Tyson can do it. Them legends compared to me. I said, I'm nothing compared to them. I said, people like Frank Bruno, legends, have come out and admitted they're on drugs, and Ricky Hatton and people like that. I thought, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to come out and tell the truth. And because I did it, loads of people we've saved right around the fucking world, me and Emma, for just coming out and telling the truth. And Tony Granger, who was a great boxer, who was our church leader, said, absolutely amazing what you've done, coming out, telling the truth and helping people. And there's so many people out there following you now and keep getting off the drugs and getting off the alcohol and getting off depression by following the taxman. He said, from one thing being a top fighter in the area and selling drugs and changing life right around now and giving yourself to the Lord Jesus Christ and helping people, it's a miles better buzz, he said, you'll get out of that. And he's exactly right. When you go in, somebody goes, oh, I was going to kill myself today, Brian. I've listened to your podcast, you saved my life. There's loads in the last couple of weeks been on saying the same. A lad from America said, I started listening to your podcasts, and he said, I've read your book, The Taxman, it saved my life. I changed my life around like you. So it's amazing that somebody just like me, little kid that lived in a fucking little house, got bullied as a kid, fucking had asthma, nearly died fucking 3 times with their pneumonia, to grow up and help people and get and talking to people like the top gangsters in America, on the phone to me, done podcasts with me, going to see Michael Francesa in the next few weeks, is going to go and see him in Manchester. So talking to the ones we used to watch as kids on the telly, we're actually going to meet them. They want to meet me. So John Elise, when he comes back to England, he's got a few things to do. He wants to meet up with us as well. So it's great to be them. They're different. But I did was my little thing in my area. But nothing. I thought it was good because I made a few £1 million here and there. They were making £100 million a day. They were scamming the fucking petrols. The interest of the petrol, what's it called, tax of the petrol. They were frauding the fucking American government. He said so. He said the Michael Francesi, Dodge Woodall, great podcaster. He's probably the best one on the internet, I think now. Miles better than I am. Really good lad. But he said, no, but you're still good, Brian. You're still doing good. You're helping people. I love your channel. It's marvellous. So he said, don't put yourself down. He said, you're doing really good helping people in the community. And that. He said, you save a lot of people's lives. He said, but the great thing, you've come out and told the truth about drugs, which is a marvellous thing. It takes a lot of courage and bottle to do that because you don't know if it's going to go one way or the other. He said, but if you come out with that, with your stamp and your fighting abilities, it makes other people think, well, I'm going to start with Brian Stocked. And that's what's the great thing about it. That's what Jesus is like. He'll tell you what to do. I'm not doing it. I've changed my life around, but it's Jesus who's inside me that telling me to do these same things. Because I wouldn't have done it about 5 years, 6 years ago. Like that little daft cunt. I'd have took him away and flayed the cunt. I'd have fucking skinned him alive, the cunt. There'd been nothing left of that piece of shit. Because the Lord Jesus Christ is in me now. You just think, venture to mine, said the Lord. But I look back and I look at the state. I look at him. He looked really good about 5 years ago. I look at the demise on him now. I think the Lord's paying him back now. He looks fucking terrible. Somebody said he looks fucking like he's dying. So I feel fresh as a daisy. I'm fucking 60-year-old in 6 months, is it? 7 months like that. So it's March now, so I feel great. Got a great wife, got a great brother here with us, got great people like you behind us, and doing well in the community, which is a marvellous thing. To help people is the greatest thing. You see their faces light up, or you go and see someone who's really down, and you, like I say, you help them, and they say, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And then you just say, well, it's not me, it's the Lord Jesus Christ helping both of us get together, putting us together and help each other. I said, but one day you'll probably help me, and this is what happens. Seaside sandwiches boiled. Seaside sand boiled, egg and tomatoes. Oh, fucking egg and tomatoes. I can't, anyone eating tomatoes, if anyone's got arthritis out there, I know I love tomatoes this morning, I'm going to be again this morning, but I've noticed, I had them yesterday and the day before, and I read up on them saying that they give you massive inflame your hands. So I've read up, and they do. I've stocked them for 3 days. I've never had them. My hands have nowhere near as bad. So I was having like fried bread every morning, just one slice, 2 bacon, 2 eggs, and 2 tomatoes. And when I did have the tomatoes today, my hands are nowhere near as bad. So it's the tomato juice. It makes your hands inflamed. So I've been reading up loads of other stuff as well. So tomato juice, if you've got anyone taking tomatoes who've got bad hands or rheumatoid arthritis or arthritis anywhere, the tomato juice inflames your fingers. It makes them sends water to the fingers, so it inflames, and that's when they go like all crickly, like mine the other week. And it's weird, isn't it? It's like one. There's another saying. There's an old saying: one man's meat's another man's poison. One man's rubbish is another man's treasure. Because you might look at something and say, "It's only an old fucking bike." Yeah, but my dad had one of them in 1947. Can I have that bike? You know, like an old bike or something. Stop it, Eli. Showing off. He's trying to show off. That's what he's doing. He's just showing off. Liam Cush, how you, son? Welcome to the show, Rock. How you, son? He's a great lad, Rock. Yeah. What do you think, Rock, about the Man U? Do you think they'll get beat? I could do with being a bit fitter and going in that Manchester City changing room before they get changed. These Hull City wanted me to go. My eyes are fucking stinging. Hull City, what they called. Oh, Hull Kingston Rovers, that was it. And our friend Lee Mack was Chrissy Allen. He knew the main bloke who played for Hull Kingston Rovers, and he sent me a T-shirt. I've got it upstairs. It's got all the names on them. It's got Hull Kingston Rovers on it. I've kept it all in my eyes in plastic, and the full team signed it. I said, "Oh, we wanted to come and train with us." So Steve Mack knows his dad, Steve Ireland, and his mum knew the lads from there. So he's like, "Do you think you'll come and train with us?" So I knew he wanted me to go and train, but I never ever went. But that story, I've still got it there. Chrissy Allen will tell Steve when he sees him. They wanted me to go and train with them in the ground for a week. They were going to put me up and everything. He said, I love Brian's stories, and he sent us the book. I sent him a book, but he sent me the T-shirt. I'll see if I can find it tomorrow. Hull Kingston Rovers, Hill Kingston Rovers. That was it. Yeah, my mate lives down there. He said, they're always talking about you down there. Goosey, great lad from there. Portrat, lovely lad, one of my best friends. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the Hull Kingston Rovers, and I've never been in rugby in my life, but they were all big fucking lads, fit as fuck, and they're the same. They said, Brian, your legs and your neck's massive. You've been brilliant at this. He said, you know your size, but going through people have been massive. Imagine him running at you like a tank. He said, because it was to see me doing 6 plates each end benching. Because Christy never used to come to the gym, and he said, he's benching 6 plates each end for reps. I went, for the reps. They were dead impressed, so they wanted me to go down, but I never went. I might go and see them. They'll all be old men. That was about fucking 20 odd years ago. Steve Mark, if you could help me out, mate. Yeah. Rock it big bingo. Rock it's big bingo. Oh. Fucking bingo. House fucking boring as fuck. 45. 2 fat ladies, 88. Fuck off with your bingo. Fucking shit. They used to do it in the club. I used to do my heading. I used to do it on a Saturday because my mate's missus and his sister, his missus and sister worked on the bingo, and he used to go in. So he used to get 4 corners. So it'd be like number 1, number say 10, 7, and 12. But I only have to get 3 because she'd go number 1, I'd have that. Number 7, I'd have that, say. Number 12, I'd have that. And then she'd shout whatever she shouts next, I'd shout bingo. Number 4, she'd have already had whatever I've got, she would shout what's already been shouted out. So she'd shout the number out. And I'd go bingo, and she'd go, yeah, 4, 7, 10, such, and I'd win. So every 2 or 3 goals, I wouldn't win like 3 or 4 in a row, so it was too obvious. And I used to get 25, 30 pounds worth of shopping every week out of there, but I used to let them in the club on the night and get them a drink. So we helped each other. But they used to let me win. The old woman said, he wins a lot, doesn't he? Fucking old bastards. They're all sat there, Me, it was like fucking like playing bingo. I was only young. I was only about 15 stone. So I wasn't a big name or anything then. And I used to get 25 quid worth of stuff, tin stuff, and £25 worth like fucking biscuits and things like that. Every week, 50 quid I used to make. To do it in one bingo. Then we used to go to the cafe. Mark, my other mate Mark, the lad from Dormanstown, his sister worked in the everyone knows the shop. It was a cafe. Me and George Fawcett used to go in, and we used to go in and we used to get say 2 granary breads with chicken. I'd get a little trifle, and I'd get a salad sandwich. And I'd get a coffee, espresso coffee, I think it was. And I'd give her a £5, and she'd give me £4.50 back or something. She never used to. Ellen Janice, she loves Eli. She's always put pictures up about Eli. Yeah, Bobby's okay. Eli's good as well, Helen. I hope you're okay. Eli's the fucking boss of the house. Just walks around now. People say, poor little Eli. Fucking poor little Eli. You've got no chance if he gets older. He looks like he's like an assassin. You know them people. You just like, he's lovely and calm. The next minute they get like a crocodile in the water. You can't see it. He just grabs you. You won't let no one in that front door. No one can get in the house. You've got to hide him out of the way. Freedom. What's it about? Tints. I don't know what that tint is. Yeah, so I used to go in there. And we used to give them the money, and we used to get every day. We used to go 7 days a week in the cafe. It was really good. And then we used to go next to Auckland and Galaxican. I used to put 10 pence and I'd be on for an hour or so. I could get fucking go right the way through. It was really good. Galaxican on the shows. I ended up there doing. They used to call the link. I used to get 50 grand. My auntie won it. She won 20 grand 1 month. About 6 months later, she won £50,000. It's called the link. And they were called, what brothers were they called? 2 brothers. Tablet feels sick. 2 brothers. I can't remember the name of it now. They used to own all the seafront, and they made the link where all like 50 bingos around the country were all going, and you'd win 50 grand. I think it was only once a month or something. She won the 50 grand. So she bought the boating lake. There's a boating lake there in Redcar with little boats and that on it, and it was there for years. She bought that, my auntie. I think she paid about 30 grand for it. And she bought the boating lake, and she bought the strand, not the strand cafe, the cafe next to it. She bought them. It was good. Rena Moya, they called her. I know her, Katrina. Lovely lady she is. Passed away now. So I used to go in there and get on my food for it. Oh, they're going down there, mate. Come on. I had to send that way and fucking way. And I was like, oh, fucking make that mountain walking about. And she was only that big, 5'2", 5'3", like my mum. But 8 stones all the way. They're all small, but they all could fight for fun. All the girls and boys. Because we're from Court Bridge, where it's rough as up there. Really rough. You think it's rough down here. Fuck, you go up there. Unbelievable. Chop you up with a fucking machete in 2 seconds. No one give you a chance. One of my cousins, the kid, the bloke that's now was torturing his kids, busting the ball with his knife every week. So my mum went up with my dad and old Jerry, I think, went. And I think Tam went with him as well, my other uncle. I went, oh, what's happened to him next door? Oh, he said, I fucking burnt his fucking house down. Your cunt was fucking torturing the kids. I burnt the cunt alive. He got roasted last week. It was nothing. It was fucking not serious. Turmeric is good for. Yeah, I take that. It tastes horrible though. Helen, OJ, Helen, yeah, OJ. It's like pepper, isn't it? I get it myself. It's a big brownie tablets like that. Yeah, but it's usually good for your hands. It's turmeric. I think it's called. Just eating dinner, Peter. Yeah, you'll get your dinner down, you Peter. You better be looking after yourself as well. Right, a coffee. 43 on 34. Go on, guys. Let's try and get 43 with 43 on here. See if we can get the magic numbers. Because I like getting two numbers together at the same. The other week we had 49, 49. The week before we had 59, 59 on. Oof, it's going up. 30. If you look at it, it's 30, 43 and 34. It's like backwards. That's how I used to see things, me, when I was a kid. I've learned how to do now. I can read really good. Spelling's fucking garbage, but I'm nowhere near as bad as I used to be. I couldn't spend the A. They asked me, could you spell JCB? I said, no, I can't. Can you spell the A? No. I can't spell the RAC either. Fucking useless I was as a kid at spelling. That's because we moved around a lot. We moved all over the place. Some Loon's article was a couple of weeks ago. Everyone was happy to see I tried to get on with people. Still covering sometimes loans. We fucking loan bag at all of the cunts. They're starting on you. That's little cunts, yeah. Soon fucking shit themselves when I'm walking. They start having speech impediments, these fuckers. You know, they're calling me names. Like, I'm going to do this to him. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And fucking, they went above. Well, it wasn't me. It was my brother with the phone. He's just messing about. Promise you. You know, it's great. I've been looking for them for like 2 weeks. This fucking lad, gobshite. He won't tax me. He's not going to get me. Anyway, I couldn't find him for about 3 months looking for him, mouthing off on the phones to people, telling people all this, that, and you're all over that. Sorry, all over Stockton, all over there. He used to do the drugs, the cannabis. Anyway, called him Paulie and one of them big puffer jackets, like a blue one. They were nice. I had one myself. I got out of jail and I met him in the night. That colour blue was like a deep, nice blue. Anyway, he's in this fucking phone box right in the corner where you just before the clock, red card used to be Hinton's on the right, and there's a little alcove like this where the train station is, and you can park your cars where you could when you get the train, leave them there. So, but now then, gobshite, grabbed him by the throat. He couldn't get out of the phone box. Fucking, that was monstrous. Got him another lad was behind me, Mark, my mate. What are you going to do about me? You going to shoot me? Yeah, you daft. No, it wasn't me. It was somebody else. I put my hand in his pocket. £700 fucking pound in his pocket. All in fucking 20s and that. Oh yeah, that'll fucking do me. That's the tax. Being taxed now. And I took his phone off him as well. I went, look, and I'm taking your phone off you as well because the phones in them days were £600 a piece. They were big, massive phones like that. Like fucking. I used to use it to smash people in the face with. Whack them or throw a phone at them. Hit them in the back. And it was like a building brick. You know, like a built proper like a building brick. Big thick area on it, and you could be on the moon and you could get a fucking signal from the moon. They were that good. So I took the money off him. I said, look, there's your phone back. From now on, you're working for me. He went, oh, well, I'll do that. And anyway, he ended up becoming a really good lad. So I said, look, the other £600, £700, sorry, I took off you. I said, just give me £100 quid. So I probably spent £100 in petrol. And I said, every week when you owe me the money off the gear, because you owe me like $650 a week, just give me £6. So I'd done that until he got the £600 back. I was always fair, honest. I was never ever a fucking bully. He was calling me names all over, and I wouldn't have. I said, you wouldn't have got taxed if you fucking there. And in the end, the ones that ended up working, we said, all them times I was like, the way the tax and everything. He said, I'm making more money off him now, and I've got safety. No one dare fucking come near me. So I just went for Brian Cockerill and they shit themselves. But these divvies fucking now, they wouldn't in my day, they wouldn't have dared say a fucking boo to me. You still wouldn't say a boo. Now when I seen them, they're absolute fucking idiots. They wouldn't say nothing, not a word. I could walk in a pub and it would just everyone would be straight up. Hey, Brian, all friends. I never used to be like where people were scared of me. Everyone used to love me in the pub because I was always like, everybody's in 20 years. I get them all a drink. I'd buy like 20 people a drink in the pub. I was always nice to people and polite. And if I walked in, I'd see them all stood there. I went, oh, don't you be bullying me? You lot today. And they'd all start laughing their heads off. How could we bully you? And then it gets you in the conversation. And if I bumped into someone accidentally or somebody bumped into me, and the drinks got spilled out too. Oh, it was my fault. Like, no, I'll get it. We panic. I said, stop panicking. It's my fault. I said, do you want to fight me for it? We'd go and then you can get them right. And then then that lad would know you and say, I bumped into Brian Cockerill, he only bought me. They're like, fuck off. You never bumped into the taxman, he bought you a drink. He did. He said, it was my fault. He said, I spilled the drinks. I was fucking off the air on ecstasy, dancing about, and I bumped into Brian. I spilled his drink and my drink. And he went to the bar and bought his drinks. And then another lad come up and said he did. I was there with him. He said he was lovely, dead polite. He said, honest. He said, yeah, fucking he's like that. He said, like a mountain, like a big fucking silverback. But be nice to people. They never forget it. When you be polite, you're horrible to someone. They never forget it. Again, you can have both versions. So I'd rather be liked by people than hated. I've never been called in my life by anyone. Only that daft little cunt. We all know what I'm talking about. That silly little cunt. There's no one ever, not through fear, through respect. I've never done nothing to people. I've got to people's houses to tax them, and I've got the house and realised that me and Bensley went once to this house. We went to the house, me and Bensley, it was Christmas Eve. The lads got these dogs off. The lad ripped them off, these American bulldogs. So we went in, me and Ben knocked on the door. It was in Middlesbrough. Went in, called the lad Mark, he was a big lump of a lad. He was a lorry driver. Knocked on his door, just in Middlesbrough it was. Just a side street, and the Victorian houses with the big massive sashes, big windows. Knocked on the door, and he came out. He went, "Hey," he said, "Hey, right?" I said, "All right." I said, "Look, you owe 15 grand for the dogs off such and such." He went, "No, I'll give him the money and done this and that." He said, "But this lad, I always say to someone, don't give me a job if you can't get blood out of a stone." If you go to when I seen the kid, there was 2 kids in the house. One was about 10, one was about 12. He had a bottle of vodka on the top. The kids had pajamas on. He said, "I do all the money, Brian." He said, "But I haven't got a fucking penny." He said, "I can't even buy the kids out for Christmas." So me and Ben's ended up giving the kids fucking money for Christmas. We went to do a tax. We gave the blokes some money, and we give the blokes some money. And we walked out and felt fucking terrible, like that. So I went back to this bloke. He was called Charlie. And I said, "You fucking asshole, send him in your fucking door with 2 little kids in it." And the man there, his wife's left him. "Oh, yeah, because he's done this, he's done that." I said, "Well, I'm not interested in all that." I said, "You told me you had loads of money in the fucking house." There was no fucking money, you liar. So I got another job off the said person. He said, in Groveville, this lad's he's got about 60 grand under it. He's got it underneath there. You go in the kitchen, you've got your cupboards, and then you've got the bottom of your cupboard, and then you've got like a panel, haven't you, at the bottom of the cupboards that goes along, like a fascia board. So the young girl from next door was in. So he lived next door. The lad, he said, "Oh, my daughter was in this morning." He had £62,000 counted out to Mickey Harrison's. So I said to Mickey, "Would he have money in the house?" He went, to Mickey, he said, "I'm not sure, but I know he sells a lot of stuff." So anyway, we've gone, me and this lad. So we get a car, alleged stolen car. So I said, if out comes, just beat the horn, beep, beep, like that twice, and we know it's on top. So we go to the door, and he said, he's only a little bloke. He said, "And the doors, they're easy to get in, Brian." So they've got ballies on. I've got no one, I've just gone myself. So I knocked the door anyway, I pushed the door like that till the door split here in half. So I'm trying to get in the fucking door, getting stuck because those that big. So it gets in, the lad's about 19 stone, about 6'2". So I grabbed him, I'm shouting in the Irish accent. On the floor. Get on the floor. Where's the fucking money? Where's the money? I'm grabbing him headlock and I'm on the floor with him. We're rolling around the floor with him. There's no one in the house. It was all just him. He was strong as fuck. Struggling with him, I was. We got him on this choke. Like, I've had enough. I said, let go. So I said, right, stay there. And then we made him sit. Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off so he couldn't fucking run off. So he sat on the settee with his shoes off. And goes into the kitchen. So I got my hand like that and I punched the fucking panel at the bottom, smashed it. Punched another one. There wasn't even a fucking penny in the fucking bottom of the drawer. Nothing. All that for now. The next minute, I went, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'm shouting like to the lad, Tommy and Johnny, right? So the lad who was doing the job went, Brian, I don't think he's got any money, you know. I said, we'll have to leave it. I went, he's just grasped me up. You daft cunt. What an amateur night. I said. So we've run out of the house. Next minute, the fucking policewoman's getting out of a police car. I said, well, why? We jumped in. I went, go. So he was driving like fuck. And then he was driving. I said, slow down. You're going too fast. You're going to crash. We're away from them now. She's not going to come to pursuit. So we've done a runner. Next minute, find out. We did a runner. I said, why didn't you beat the horn? He said, oh, the horn's broke. I said, never again with you. So fucking amateur night at the fucking pictures. No horn working. The police nearly got me. Fucking hell, there wasn't a fucking penny in the house. All my fucking hand was all swelled up. Never broke it, but it was fucking close to being broken. My fist for it, punching the panels of the door, the bottom of the floor, and then put my hand underneath. Oh, what a fucking nightmare that was. Not a penny in the house. They've done it before. We went to one. We went to this lad. He was doing the gear. Me, a few less smart people. She goes in, walked in. He had a caravan. So we got the address of the caravan. Just Crimden Dean, it was that. Crimden Dean, sorry. So goes into Crimden Dean, goes into the caravan. Straight away, cat piss. And straight away, speed. So I'm looking about because it smells of cat piss. I used to up and do it. So anyway, I grabbed it. Sorry, I looked around, getting sniffing. So I just need the cooker. So under the cooker, where the panel is, where you put your roast beef and that tray, it was in there, but with the lids on top of it. And I could smell it a mile away. Anyway, I got it. £36,000 with the speed we got. So we never took nothing like that. So we sold it to a lad for, I think we gave him 26 grand. So he made 10 grand profit. Got cash straight away. Fucking lad was moaning. We've been out all day and we've made fuck all. And I said, yeah, but you've got to, because Lee Duffy used to do it all day from fucking 8 in the morning till fucking 10 at 12 o'clock at night. Some days you just don't get it. You can't, it's like going fishing. You can't get a bite every fucking time. And sometimes people tell you lies about things and you get there and it's all bullshit. But this one, we got the stuff, 36 grand with the stuff. And we sold straight away. It was great. It was only like 3 of us. We had to get paid then. And at other times, I remember I had 9 ounces of speed off someone. I took tax it off someone and I put it on my back garden. I dug it in a little hole, put it on the top. I thought I'll leave that for such and such. He comes back in a couple of days. He was a speedhead, a lad from Richie the Cotton from Stockton. I'll give it to him to sell. It's about £150, about £100, £150 an ounce then. Anyway, I fucking waited for him coming anyway. I comes out the back. So I'm walking around and I'm seeing the speed on the floor. I went, fucking hell, if the police come. The big bag on the floor. Cat. One of the cats has dug it up. Must have smelled the fucking, like, it smells like cat piss. Just dug the bag out. A big black and white fucking Sylvester cat looked like. I'm just fucking grassing me up. The cunt, the police, you grassing cunt. Fuck off. Yeah, trying to get me. Imagine if the cops come, I'd have been fucked. Being grassed up by a pussy. Get up your little pussy cat. The fucking hell things we've done in our lives, it's fucking hilarious. Honest to God, fucking hilarious. Just want to be emulated again because you can't do what I've done in them days now. You can't do it now. It's all gone. You can't tax people. I try to do one in Popsies. He's a nice lad from east side. What's it called? The other side. There's Groveville on the other side. I can't remember the name of it now. I used to have that fish shop. All them little shops I had there. I mean, Bam Bam got rid of them all. We knew them all. We used to get fish and chips off the one and we get this off the other. And Popsies used to have like a little corner shop. You'd sell like sweets and cigarettes and stuff. Anyway, me and Teddy got a tax off these people. 30 grand it was. They'd put it. The sister minded the 30 grand. Not might have been more. Might have been 30 or 40 grand. Not 30 grand it was. And the sister minded the money. And went, oh, these lads come in and robbed us. We made it up. She robbed her own brother with the money, so we went. And when we got there was the lad who had Popsies come out. He went, Brian, Gary, I need to see you. He said, see him over there. You're going to tax. How do you know I'm going to tax? He said, he's been in my shop. the police have been to his house and said, if Brian Cockerill comes to your house, he said, we're going to put cameras up in the street and we're going to put microphones and put microphones on the house. So if I gives you fucking money and that, I don't know if I put them in the house. So he went and pops in and said, look, the cops have beat my house. They've asked us to put cameras in. I've let them. And there's a camera in the street. They're going to get Nick Ryan. He said, can you tell him? So he pops in for me. I worked there for him. He said, cops are about, they're going to nick you. So me and Terry had to fuck off. We went to do the job. We found out there was cameras in the fucking house and microphones. That's how low the cops got. How bad they want to be in the end. They've done that 3 times to me, 3 different places. And the people who they asked to do it said yes. And then they phoned me and said, look, the cops have asked us to do this. But if you come, just knock on the door, say you're all right. Or if they catch you in the street, I'll just say, I don't know what you're on about. And I'll just fucking be on your side. But they put cameras in the street. Me and one of the gypsies, well, 2 of the gypsies, one from Darwin, one from Stockton. We had a tax with this kid. When we were driving down the street in Billingham, I was looking at all the people playing like 30 people in one street and playing games, football, 30 people in that street, 30. And I said to me, mate, whoa, stop. So as we came around the corner, he stopped. We were in a van, like a works van, so we blended in. I said, look, what's different? He went, what do you mean? I don't understand. There's no one in the fucking street. I think the cops are here. I think it's a sting. I went, no, you've been paranoid. I'm not being fucking paranoid. 4 streets in a row, there's about 30 kids in every street. There's no people in the street. There's people washing the cars. There's people cutting the grass. There's no noise in the street. Listen, he went, yeah, you're fucking right. Next minute, we had the helicopter coming. So we went off there. I can't remember what it's called, over the road. As you go out to go on the back road to Martlepool, you can go over there and it's like a little park where you can sit and have sandwiches and stuff. So we parked the Jeep up and then went and to the toilets over there and got picked up by another traveller. He come pick us up just down the road. He went, how the fuck did you suss that? I just knew, I just had that instinct. He said, fuck, we would have been caught there. So that's what they were doing, the cunts, putting cameras up in people's houses. But yeah, that's how bad they wanted me. Because every time when people went to court against me, they've obviously dropped the charges. Somebody you say to someone, look, I know you've had a fight when I broke your jaw. You started the fight, you and your mate and your brother, whatever, and I've retaliated back. So anyway, fucking they've gone to court and went, we've got to change our statement. You're on. Really, when I think about it, I threw the first punches at Mr. Cockerill. Unlucky for me, I missed, but he hit me once, one punch. He said, so I feel guilty about it now because I was just full of anger and heat at the moment type of things. So I made this story up. So charges dropped, gave him a couple of grand afterwards. The lad met him, ended up being great friends with him. But you get these wankers now want to fight you, and they're on the internet. I'm getting the police on you. I'm phoning the police on you. I'm getting the authorities on you. Fucking cowards. I was speaking to a lady the other week, and she said, you don't see people like you no more, Brian, where they have straightness. They forgot what it's all about. Everyone used to have straightness and have a fight and shake hands. I said, exactly, that's what men do. Now it's all shit houses with knives and fucking gangs of 10. What pisses me off more than anything is even the police, not being disrespectful, I can't stand the fucking police in Teesside because they're corrupt as fuck, but when you see them doing the job and they're going in a house and it's on fire and they're coming out with 10 out of 10, you've got to give them credit where it's due. Putting things in people's houses and setting people up is fucking disgusting. You can't do it properly. You shouldn't be a policeman. But if I get caught, like to get caught, it's like when I got caught, and that, obviously I've got jail. It's just part of the tax. I got 3 fucking for driving offences. So I've sent to 9 different jails all over the fucking country to try and break me. They haven't break me. And but when you see these cops jump diving into a river and saving the baby, a little 5 or 6 year old kid, and bring him back to life, obviously they're doing a great job. But when they're putting fucking drugs in people's houses or setting people up, they've sworn an oath. They've sworn an oath to help the public, and when they don't turn up at people's houses, when the people's houses have got on fire because they're ex-criminals like myself, they're not doing the job. So they shouldn't deserve the fucking wages. And what they did to my wife and Bobby, poor Bobby and my wife, having to walk the fucking streets at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That frightened to go in the house because that one was saying, I'm going to send the lads in the back door. We're going to rape you. We're going to video you. And we're going to cut Eli's head off. And we're going to bum your dog when he's dead. And then we're going to bum Brian and all that. Fucking disgusting. And because I said, you come to my house with any violence, if you come to my house, I'll meet violence with violence, and I'll protect my family and my brother and my dogs, even if I have to fucking kill you on the doorstep. If you come, you never come. So how can it be a criminal offence? How can it be a crime? And I never said, if I had turned on and said, yeah, you freedom, I'm going to smash your fucking head while I'm coming out at 3 o'clock. That's a crime there. But I said, if you come to my house, freedom, tomorrow, cause trouble, I'll fucking kill you on the doorstep. That's just a deterrent to someone. I spoke to top barristers recently, and they said, well, if they never come, it kept them away from the door, so it stopped the crime, the perpetration to be happening. But because I said that, they said a full squad of police to arrest me. Known for a fact I was being in a wheelchair and I've been in the hospital bed for fucking over a year and a half for the injuries I've got. But that coward only wanted to fight me when I was bad, when he was down in London, away from everyone. And when he come home, he fucking shit himself, hid in the house for 3 weeks. He barricaded himself in the house. They had to get the police to get him out, his wife. Fucking disgusting. Rawlins, that sounds like you, tinfoil. I bet you that's tinfoil, that. I can tell. He's never off my fucking channel. But if you, I know you're watching your little fucking Chucky doll. Chucky doll with bandy legs. Bendy bully legs. His ass completely goes. Anyone offers him out, he runs. First thing he does, run. No bottle at all. Yeah, he's got no bottle, Brian. Your mum's caravan in Saltburn, Hazelwood caravan. But she used to, mate. She used to have it on the, as you're going up the back, as you're going into the, as you're going under the bridge, Mark, as you're coming in there, where that beautiful Chinese is on the there in there, fucking lovely Chinese. I used to go every Friday or every Saturday get a Chinese with my mum. I was in. I got nicked in there with the armed response. To come, an helicopter, not helicopter, sorry, an airplane went over, and there were about 30 armed response with me. I couldn't get away because the jeep. I only had a jeep. If I was in the Cogsworth, I got away, but I couldn't get out because you turn under the bridge, Mark. When you come down from where you can go right into there where Wetherells is, or you can go the other way. And if you turn left where the bridge is, that's where the caravan park was. And the lad, Nigel was the lad who plays in the band. He was the manager of the caravan park. And so what they've done is, I was on the run, only for a driving offence. I never turned to a court. So, driving offence. So they've come about 30 coppers all over the fucking place on the fucking sides of caravans and everything all over. But the copper who done me for attempted murder for later on went, I'll tell you a little story, he says. That day when we come for it, he said, we got the wrong caravan, we kicked the wrong door, and it was the wrong man and woman. He said, because you'd put your Jeep cleverly, again, like that. That's how you've always got upstairs, the copper said. He wasn't that horrible copper, he was a good one. He'd nick you, get you jailed, but he wasn't one of them to set you up, called him Shane. And I said, did you get that name off the film, The Cowboy? He went, hey, how did you know that? I said, there's not many people got that name. So Shane with Alan Ladd, he went, yeah, that's right. Your memory's unbelievable, he said. So I was talking, he said, oh yeah, what we done, Brian? We've got the wrong caravan. He said, oh no, he's down that one there with his, he said, that's his Jeep. He said he could, because I asked, can I put my Jeep there? So I thought, if they come, they'll see the Jeep and go to that caravan, which was right. But I didn't know they'd knock on the door. Anyway, they're coming anyway, Anyway, they come to the caravan. They said, oh, Brian, it's the armed response. Ray Malner, he was chief inspector. He went, it's me, Ray Malner, you know I'll give you a fair cop. I said, well, tell me to get away from the fucking caravan, put the fucking firearms down. I said, there's no need to put firearms. Trigger could go off and hit one of the fucking people here. So it was about 10 o'clock at this time. I think they come back. They left it so many hours, come back. And came out. And I had a vest on. He went, look, you still training. I said, you look fucking massive. He said, well, I'm not prepared to come in there. Can you get ready and come out? And then they were fine with us there. He wasn't horrible. He was fine with me. And I come out and then I said, you don't need the handcuffs. I said, you start putting handcuffs in me. You know, last time you put me in the band, you were there fucking for over an hour trying to put me in. He went, oh no, we'll just let him go on his own. He's not kicking off and out. So they went in the back of the van. They took me to the police station. They took me from the police station straight to the court in the dinner break. And within about 2 hours of being arrested, they took me to court, and it was Judge, wasn't Judge, I can't remember the judge's fucking name now. Judge MacDonald, it was called. That was him. Judge MacDonald. He went, oh, I'm remanding you. I said, Your Honour, I'm only on it for driving offences, you know. It's only failing to stop. There's nobody got hurt. I said I was driving that manner because I was in fear of my life. I'm responsible. 17 armed response vehicles were chasing me. I said, they were driving, one went through a fence and one smashed, one engine blew up. So they were driving erratic as well, but I was in that fear in case I got shot. Anyway, he said, oh, well, because you brought an offence while being on bail. I went, I'm not on bail. I said, I'm not on bail. I said, I'm just charged. There's no bail. I'm on bail for a driving offence, but I'm not on bail for where I've committed another offence. I was in hospital. You can check with the hospital. It was called the General Hospital in them days. Check with the General Hospital. I was in there. I was in a bit of a crash, and I was in there for a week. I said, no, they let me out after a week because I had a cracked vertebrae. And he said, yeah, well, you've committed another crime by not coming to court. I said, but I never had a court date to come, Your Honour. I was in hospital. I had a court date, and that court date elapsed. So we contacted my mum and dad contacted the court and said, my son's been in a crash. There was an actual lollipop woman seen it, and there was a fucking an old bloke seen it, and there was a kid ran out with the ball, and he went to get the ball, and I hit a fucking bollard, and fucking wrenched my neck going forward and my back. And when the ambulance come, the cop went, oh, he looks in a bad way. You all right, Bryce? He said, you don't look well. My face is pure white with the pain. So they put me in the ambulance and took me straight to the hospital, and they x-rayed me. He said, you've got a cracked vertebra in your bottom back. So I was in the hospital. He said, I said, you could be in for a while because it's bad, this, that, and the other. So anyway, I thought, fuck it. And I was only in for about a week. And it's about 10 days, sorry, and I decided to, there was a man in there, and he was only two beds away from me. He was 83-year-old, and he kept shitting himself all the time, and the stink was unreal. The early hours of the morning, I was balking. I was having to go down to get out in the wheelchair and push me out. I said, I can't go near him. I said, fucking, and they were balking, even the nurses and that. Just an old man, he couldn't help it, obviously. But anyway, I got out, and they remanded me to fucking home house. So I got out of home. Then when I went to home house, I had a fight with a lad in there, put him on his ass, and they said, right, put you in the block, and the block was about that wide then, little, about 5 foot wide. I can't usually remember guys in fucking the old days, and it was like rocking. You've probably been to jail, rock, have you? Timmy B knows you've been to jail, Timmy, haven't you? So they used to have the table, and the chair was made of cardboard, compressed cardboard. I couldn't even sit on it. I sat on the fucking thing and just smashed it. It fell to pieces. So it was just cardboard, like compressed. Like you used to get toilet things as well. You know, like a toilet pot to sit on. It was like cardboard. It was like, I can't express it. It was a grey colour. It was like paper, compressed paper, so you couldn't like fight back with it. And the window was about that big. It was about 5 inches by about 3-4 inches. And you could, when you looked out, you could see the fucking on the night when the lights were on the spotlights. You could see thousands of fucking little what do you call them, fleas off the pigeons. Now red up, you can get. I think that something like about 400 odd diseases you can get off pigeons. The worse than rats, flying rats they call them in America and some places. They've got more disease and more germs than anything for pigeons. So loads, thousands of fleas. So anyway, I was in there, and then came round the next day. Said, right, about 20 screws come to my pad. I don't even think about it. Will go with me because I'll fucking destroy you. I'll bite your fucking nose. I'll pull your out. Going fucking berserk, screaming at them. No. Anyway, in the end, I come out, and they put me in the van, and they put me in the horse box. Because you used to put your handcuffs on, and then you go in the van, and when they took me to Durham, they said, "Oh, we're moving you for your own safety." I said, "Fuck off, my safety." It's because I real mixed martial arts like philosophy. He tells a story when he was in jail with me about when Brian come on the yard. All the screws were shitting themselves because everyone was like with him, and he used to come in the yard. Everyone used to give Brian food out the windows and shot him stuff and give him stuff. He was like a god in the jail. He just tells a little story when I was in jail with him. Yeah, the Chinese there, Mark, was lovely. She's a Chinese lady, and her husband, absolutely beautiful. It's on the corner as you go up, where the train station is, on this side, not the one at the bottom, the yellow one. It was, what was it called now? It was in just there in that little bit of area. I can't remember the name of it. There's a big long road where the second-hand shops are. There used to be, can you remember the cafe, Mark, at the bottom on the left-hand side? I used to go there. I was on the run hiding up there for about 4 months with the cops. I went to the Eagles one night. No, I went to Manhattan's one night. Peter O was there, and they said, "Oh, we couldn't run Manhattan." So I went, and Anthony O was there, and we went in. Anyway, went there, and I'm not paranoid or anything. I'm just obviously with the cops. So Stood there next minute, this lad's Goosey's in and a few other lads from Hartlepool, and I said, are you alright? I said, yeah. He said, you lost a little bit of weight. I said, I've fucking not been at the trainer, I'll eat properly. I've not been unfit. I've been doing loads of press ups and sit-ups, just at my mum's caravan. I just said salt. I didn't say salt, but I said Whitby, in case some grass and cunt said something. I just said it off the cuff and told someone. So anyway, I'm in there. Next minute, this army lad come in. He went, "Hi, mate." He said, "Hi, yeah." I said, "Yeah, right." So he went, "Yeah." He said, "I'm ex-army. I'm the super heavyweight champion of the army, British Army boxing club." He said, "I'm the champion of there." So, "Oh, brilliant, marvellous, brilliant." I said, "You all right?" I said, "Do you want a drink?" He said, "Yeah, I'll have a drink, mate." And I'm Brian, this is Goosey, and this is Mally, and this is Steve, and this is, what do we call him? Fucking hell. I can't be fucking name. I can't remember his name. Well, Peter was there. And he was talking to us, and Peter was going, "Oh, you're a good boxer." He said, "I box." He said, "I box." And Anthony went, and he said, "My brother was the ABA champion." Like world class Anthony. He could have been like a Prince Nazim. He was fucking brilliant, honestly was. I mean, hand speed, I think fucking 3 times as fast as mine, his hands. Lovely lad, Anthony. Like, fucking game as fuck. All the O's are the same. Everyone, Steve Mack can verify, every one of them can fight. Young Tommy O's, I love him. He's like a son to me, He's a lovely lad. Peter was like a brother to me, and I was to him. And when they stabbed him up and killed him, it still breaks me fucking heart now. I'm getting tears in my eyes. They stabbed him up in the back, paralysed him in his back. He couldn't move on the floor. The cowardly bastard stabbed him and left him to die on the fucking floor in his house. It was fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible what they've done. The lad who wanted to fight him, tell everyone to fight. So Peter went out to fight him 1-1, and he wouldn't come out. So Peter left it. He said, "Look, here's a video of me training." He said he couldn't. He had a bit of stuff on his face. He said, "Here's a training video." And you seen Peter training on it. He went, "No, fuck that, I can't fight him." So then he went with a knife looking for him, stabbed him up, fucking killed him. Terrible it was. I was in jail at the time, fucking broke my heart. Loveliest man, Peter O. He was one of them people, me and him met, and he said, he was trying to stick up Lee Duffy because he hit him on the slide and the thing. He went, "Oh, I didn't know that." So he was telling me the story. He said, "Oh, can you be friends and all that?" And just trying to make us friends with Peter. I said, this, that, and the other. He said, whatever. And then Lee Duffy said, "Oh, Peter O." He said, "I asked him to try and square it over with you, Brian." He said he was talking in Lee in Manhattan. Sorry, Mickey Starr was there. Was it? So he said, and he said to Peter, he said, "Brian could fight for Lee. He's not just a big fucking massive lump." He said, "I've seen him fight." He said he had a fight with this lad in Leo. Keep on Leo's in Manhattan's. He was about 6'4" and about 16.5 stone. Army champion of the British super heavyweight champion in the army. He said, and he was going, "I can do this, and because you're so big and you'll be that stiff and you can't throw punches." And I was going, "Here, mate, I'll fucking give you an ecstasy." "Yeah, you've only given that because you're scared of me." And Goosey went to him, How we mate? We've introduced you to Brian. You've asked about him. We've introduced you and you're embarrassing us." He said, "Yeah, but I know I can beat him." And this and I said, "Okay, let's see if you can beat him, mate. Let's call it a day, right? And we'll just move on," because I was already on 2 charges and the cops were after me anyway. So this is the night I met little Vulture, really great lad from Hartlepool. He was a European champion kickboxer, and he had a place in Blackwell. He used to teach kids a bit like Bram to do the jiu-jitsu and that stuff. So he was there anyway. This fucking lad kept going on. So anyway, he tried to throw. He went put his foot forward to throw a punch, and I just went bang, left uppercut. I hit him with. I hit him right in the fucking chin and broke his jaw in 3 places, called the guardsman fracture. I hit him and he took his head off, and Peter was there. Went fucking speed of that punch. Peter was in the back of the Leo's Manhattan's powerhouse, it's called, and he jumped over the chairs and sprinted to help me. He thought it was a gang of them anyway. And then another lad jumped in, and then Vulture hit him, but he was my fucking mate. Vulture hit the wrong lad, knocked him out, and that's how I met Vulture that night. Another great lad. He's another one that the daft cunt. He went tinfoil. Went, "Do you want to do a documentary, bro?" He went, "Yeah, I'll do a documentary, bro." He said, "And I'll do a book on you." He said, "I'll do another book on you. So I'll give you a couple of books." He said, "Oh yeah, no, brilliant. I'd be brilliant with that." He said, "I'll go give you a good percent, 37.5%, like he tells everyone." And he went, "I just want a favour." He said, "What's the favour?" He went, "Oh, just will you call Brian Cockerill? See, he's a wrong one and this, that." And the other went, "Get the fuck away from me now, or I'll break your fucking jaw for you fucking horrible, evil little cunt." He said, "Me and Brian have been friends for fucking since I was 10-year old. He said, "That man's fucking is like a brother to me. I'd rather die than fucking fight with him." He said, I love him. He said, so do you know what I'd do to you, you stupid little cunt? Now fuck off, and chased him out of Hartlepool. Don't ever come back to Hartlepool, you'll get your fucking head stoved in. He's never been back since. And he tried with big Richie Horsey. Richie went, he said, I'm not phoning Brian and threatening him. So all the time when he said, I've got my friend Richie Horsey, they never phoned me. It was him pretending to be them on the computers, because he's got everyone's book, you see. So he was selling the books. So he'd have like Richie Horsey book, Brian Cockerill book. So he was typing off there, sending messages. I didn't know. After he thought it was Richie, Emma got in contact with Richie's missus now and said, she went, hey, Brian, Richie can't use a computer. He has no clue. He's like, Brian. He said, we now know it's him. We all know it's him now. And then everyone got back together, you know, through that little country. And Mick Strixorby went, I love Brian like a son to me. He said, I've known him since he was a kid. He's always been a polite, lovely kid. I knew him since he's 8-year-old. And I used to go and take him out horse riding and everything, go fishing with him and everything. He's a lovely lad. And he said, he was fucking, in his day, that man would like to floor with anyone. Mick said, he's my brother, his brother used to, he said, my own brother used to love him as well. He's always a lovely kid, Brian. He said, never ever cheeky to people. But him, he said, he's just a fucking bearman he is. So he got Mick's book. He did 2 books with Mick about cancer research, for cancer, liver cancer, because one of his relations died. He said, give all the money to cancer. So when Mick's went and had a look, nothing's been paid to the cancer research. He's kept all the money off Mick as well. Fucking horrible he is. Yeah, so getting back to that. So anyway, this fucking lad, so when I knocked him out, I said, I guess I must be the best fighter in the British Army now, am I? And Peter O laughed like fuck. He said, fucking. And when Richie Horsey was there, he went, the speed of that punch, he said, and you dipped with your hips. He said, you only threw about that inches, about 3 or 4 inches. How did you get all that, generate all that power? I said, Frank Yaffin, ex-professional boxer from St. Helens. He was the lightweight champion of Great Britain, and he went to America and he fought in Madison Square Garden, and he won in Madison Square Garden. He was brilliant. He had that little, like a lisp a bit, and he had gold teeth in, and he did look gay. And all that love, because I thought that done in that area. All that love, the lads say that to each other, all that love to each other. I think when I went down, they all called me lover. He said, well, it's just a term that they say, it's just people say different things in different areas. From St. Helens, and he was like really tough man, Frankie. And he had about 70 odd fights. I think he lost his first 3 fights, I think it was. And after that, I think he won every fight. But I think he won 17 fights in America. To do that, to go over there and win all them fights was marvellous. But he showed me how you snap and you throw your, and when you throw the punch, you don't go all the way through, Brian. He says, do like that and just pull it back a little bit, just as you throw it, so it just goes through half an inch. So you're only punching to there, not punching to there. Well, you know, like when you punch through. So you go and snap it, like snap and pull it back a bit. It's hard to explain to you, but when you see it, you can generate the power through it. But it just comes back, bang, like from flick your shoulder and dip your knees and throw your legs into it. And he went, Richie Horsey went, that power's unreal from that short distance. And Peter O said the same. Me and Peter made a deal. I said, listen, Peter, if anyone says I fucking offered you out or slagged you, come and see me first. I said, I've done the same deal with Eddie Buell. And people, all top fighters I've met, I've done this deal. I said, so if anyone says out, come and see me first, and then we'll have it out of the fucking in front of him. He went, oh, brilliant. So one night, someone was calling me and saying to me, oh, Brian, I'll do this to you, Brian. So Peter phoned me out. He said, do you know such and such? I said, yeah. He said, you said this. So the next minute, I've said, oh, leave it with Peter. So I've left it. About 2 hours later, I got him on the phone. I said, this piece of shit here you talking about, I put him on the phone. What did you say about me? So I all that stutter and stuff. Anyway, I said, I've given him a slap. I haven't punched him, just slapped him. He broke his fucking jaw with a slap. And I made him apologise to Peter and his family because he was being a cheeky cunt. But I used to box bananas for Cop Rock. Yeah, well, he will do him being a monkey, I warn you. Fucking hell, they had that poor monkey on the beach because it was speaking gibberish on the beach, and they really thought it was fucking Napoleon Bonaparte's spy, and it had a coat on and a hat and all that. It was the only thing that survived. The only thing you get a dog on. A dog probably would survive, and it held on to a bit of driftwood. And they found the poor monkey on the beach and they fucking hanged it. Said it was a spy. They'd never seen a monkey, see. Evening, lad, in bed with bad flu. Monty 16 valve. Get some vitamin C in you and get some make sure you drink. Get your lass to get you some barley water and put a vitamin C in, crush it up, put a bit of bleaching powder in it, or you can just put a lemon juice in, crush a couple of paracetamols, and put it to cheap away just 4 hours or so. But don't double up on them because you could end up with a bit of bad liver. Yeah, paracetamol crushed up, lemon juice, or like a little jiff on, and red hot water. But don't mix tablets. Don't take tablets with it and then medication, because if you do, your thorax will bleed and your stomach will get an ulcer. You get an ulcer and bleed. So the worst thing you can do, take many tablets with what was it called, that old one years ago, Benylin, the night nurse. Years ago there was another one that was like a brown stuff, and it was like heroin, people said. We'd had it as kids, and you used to take a little bit and you were fucking fast asleep, fall asleep. There was two types. There was one non-drowsy, there's a drowsy one. Yeah, it's a good night tonight, isn't it? Full of vibes, 61 people on, bloody hell. It's a great night. Happy Good Friday, everyone. It is tonight. Paul, Dwayne, Douglas, who was sent the club in Hartlepool, look into Paul, Dwayne, Douglas. There's a lot of flu about. I can't see who sent in the club in Hartlepool, lock into Paul, Dwayne, because I can't fucking remember. I remember Dwayne, he was related to Dwayne Douglas was related to Bam Bam, who's his cousin. He's related to his cousin. It was his cousin, sorry, that Dwayne Douglas. I know everyone over there. Who sent in the club in? I can't fucking remember, mate. Is that fucking many things I've done? Is that many things? Some things stick out. If you mention something in it, it'll pop up in the old grey matter starts to come back. Like us last night, listening to the old stuff. Rock's good lad, he knows his stuff. He's a really good lad. A really genuine person, I can tell him either way. Timmy B is an absolutely beautiful man. Keep the seers, Timmy B. He's a lovely, lovely person, he is. He is. He's fucking dangerous. You wouldn't like him on your fucking case, I'm telling you. Would you fuck? IQ's through the roof, and fucking games are fucking 10 badges. I mean, proper, really dangerous. So I would like to go on my fucking case for a week. I'm glad we're friends. Yeah, Timmy B, he's an absolute proper, no bullshit, no lies. Tells you as it is. Whether he hurts your feelings or not, he'll just tell you the truth. But he's proper lad. I like him. I love him with all the world. I'm just full of core. I've got this fucking runs with nose. I've been reading up that them fucking tramadol. The tramadol. I've had 2 of them tonight. I feel sick as a fucking dog because with them other ones, naproxen. I had them naproxen to make you fucking depressed to fucking death. You feel like the fucking whole world's against you. They're fucking horrible tablets and they taste vile. But they're taking your hands to score. Fucking your hands are killing you that bad. So I've trained today. A little secret today for you. I've invented a little thing. So instead of, if your hands are bad, if you've got arthritis in your hands, get some elastic bands and tie the bands to your wrist and tie it to your wrist. You get like a piece of cloth. It's like a cloth thing like that, like a handle off a training bag. And then you get a little plastic thing. It goes in the door, so it holds it in position. So you shut the door, like just a normal bedroom door. That holds it in place, and then you put the band through the little round bit of plastic, and then you've got that there, so you can use it for pressing and stuff. So what I've done, when you do it like that and you hold it like that, you're pressing with your hands because your hands are gripping it. So instead of gripping it, if you've got bad hands like me, put them like that, like it on you there, in that position, and just press it up like that and back down. Press it up like that instead of. And if you're doing press, don't grip it. Just put it like that, so it's in your hands like that position. So you're not using your hands to grip. If you do that, the hands start filling up with fluid because your hands are bad. And then to fly just like that with it on your wrists, back and forth like that position, and it's really, really good. I did about 400 reps a day with it. Really, really got a pump on my chest, and it keeps the body fat down as well. That keeps your blood constricting, running. That's what you got to do. You've got to keep moving. Like I sit here now when I talk to you, I've got my feet on the floor, I'm pressing with my feet like you push. I'm trying to push myself out the stand in the seat now. That way, I've been doing that for about a week, and it's starting to alleviate. Because what happens when you sit about 20 minutes in the same position when you've got these spinal stenosis, what I've got two of them, hey, you end up fucking where your legs are solid. So if you push down with your feet, as if you're trying to push yourself through the floor, it'll help you. So when you're typing that, just set that. And also if you've got your bum cheeks, so your bum cheeks, go on one side and squeeze, hold it for 10 seconds on your right side, squeeze it, you'll feel it. Then go to the next side and hold, squeeze there as you're typing, and tense your legs. Put your legs right out if you can, like that, under your desk, and tense them out maybe 5 times. If you do that every 30 minutes or something, you'll alleviate all the pressure on your knees and stuff. And when you get up, you won't be in that pain. You won't be in pain. Gasket on. Darren, it's the head gasket on Monty. Do you ever see that film Monty with big fat lad? He's from Middlesbrough with Neil and I. That's Tommy Orr's favourite film. So how skinny's my brother who passed away. It's fucking hilarious. You've got to watch that film. It's absolute hilarious. Funniest film. Boone's in it. Off Boone. Boone's in it. Boone. Emma loves it as well. Bobby, my mum and dad. My dad loved it. You just can't stop laughing. If you like funny films, that's got to be watched. Fucking brilliant it is. They're two junkies, but they're dead posh, like more from Eton, Cambridge, type of thing. And they live in these flats, and they're always trying to get money off them, and they're fraudulently getting things for checks and things like that. Fucking brilliant film. They're drinking I think it was petrol for lighter fuel. I think he's drinking. Fucking hilarious it is. I think it's up there, the Lake District has made it, where they go. They're from London, and they're two out of work actors. It's absolutely brilliant. There's a big black lad in it. He's going on the globe. So he's had these mushrooms. They're all off their heads on drugs. It's fucking brilliant. You watch it and you can't stop laughing. Shut up, Wolf, you fucking nightmare. Okay, nice one, Danny. Danny boy, you okay, son? Denny, sorry, Denny. Denny, not Danny. My eyes are fucking terrible, Denny. Okay, nice one, Denny. Yeah. Reset eye buttons. Yes, we're in Corrado. Sorry to hear that. Kenneth. Kenneth, welcome to the show. I've seen you at the bottom there, son. You're okay? It is Darren, yeah. Have mental health problems, can get shouted out. Of course, you get a house shout out. Kenneth Grindley. I can't fucking see the writing. It's Grindly. All right, Kenneth, I hope you're okay, brother. Yeah, the mental health can just hit you at any time, and you can't prepare for it nothing, because you know you're going to get it back again, but you've just got to keep saying when you get it, it's not going to last long. It's just like a thunderstorm. One day you can be sitting in the garden, it's beautiful, and you've got your sandwiches and everything, your picnic all ready to go to the beach or something, and boom, thunder and lightning comes with a big black cloud. And that's what depression is. You don't know when it's going to come, but you know you'll get it again because you've had problems, especially if it's in the family. But the best thing to do is keep saying it's going to go, it's going to go, it's going to go. Stop, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get worse. So the worst bit is the first few days, and just try and get yourself a shave and things, and get yourself out of bed and get a wash and things like that. Because if you just sit in your bed all day and sit there, it's called ruminizing, sitting in the same room, you'll start making fucking 1 into 500, 500 into 3,000. You start making things up in your own head, and you start getting paranoid for something that you haven't even got. You make it up and you don't live these things. So you start manifesting things in your head that aren't there. I knew tonight we were going to talk about mental health. I knew people tonight were poorly. I knew for a fact in my heart, I can tell. I phoned somebody up today and said, it was Matt Legg the other day. I said, "You all right, Matt?" He said, "No, I've been struggling." I said, "I knew you've been struggling." I know. It was yesterday. He said, "Oh, every time you phone me, I'm struggling. You seem to know." I said, "You've done this, haven't you? You've done that." He went, "Yeah." I went, "You're unreal, you." He said, "I've been thinking about you and Emerald lately." So he's been to Staves a few times. So he's going to come do another. I was telling all the people you lot were asking about him, saying he's a gentleman. He made his day. You know, he's a lovely, lovely lad. It's one of them, if you fucking go and have a fight and you'll say, "I'll back you up," and you get there and you think, there's like Tommy and Johnny and Andy that are going to meet you for a fight, and you get there and there's 30 of them. Matt will still be there, stood with you. He'd rather be in the hospital bed next to you or in the fucking grave next to you than be run off or fucking in the pub and hang out the way or making excuses. He wouldn't turn and run. He'd stand there back to back with you. Like Peter always the same. He would never turn, no matter how many people come, and he would rather stand and fight to the death than fucking die out like that scruffy cunt. Dude, he's offered that many people out. When he does get battered, he doesn't even know they are. He's fucking mental. But he never all that shit about, because Steve Mack doesn't lie. Steve Steele tell you he's never ever had a fight. I said, Steve, oh yeah, Steve went, no, Brian, he hasn't. I was at the fucking clubs. He said he's never ever had a fucking boxing fight. It's nothing, not once. He said I've seen him spar with, I think it's called Abdul, which is Ranjit's son. And he said he got knocked clean out. Well, his face busted fucking John Driver went, you can't come back. That's twice you've been put down now. You can't fight. You're getting hurt in these fights, boxing, sparring. So if you're going to be fighting somebody in the ring, it's going to be totally different because the person will be wanting to battle you even more. These people that go for sparring me are only hold the punches back. He said, so can you imagine what you're going to be when you get in the ring with somebody who can hit? You're going to get hurt bad. So he said, you can't come. Then it was at Marty Turner's. Marty went, you can't fight. You keep hitting below the belt. He said, you're hitting people below. He said, you're going to get disqualified all the time. So he said he kept hitting people below the belt. I said it to fuck him off. He said he couldn't fight. It was absolutely all that shit about pivot and move. And it was in the ABA finals 3 years in a row. He never even fought one single fight in the ABAs. Not one. His mate's a good fighter. I don't know Kevin Robson. Steve Mack knows him well. He said he's a good lad. But good Kevin is due. When he was selling that fucking horrible brown stuff on the estates, Kevin chased him off Cockerill and Hemlington, ran him out of the area. And that's where it started, all the demise. I felt with him, but all that shit about him being an ABA champion is fucking all bullshit. Because if he was, he'd put it up, put all the pictures up when he'd show you and stuff. So, like me on the videos, but he was calling me, and I said, I'll put them on now, and you'll be able to prove. I said, no, leave him a couple of years. Let him keep calling me saying, I never squatted this, I never benched that, I never lifted this, I never pressed 11 stone dumbbells in each hand. Let him keep saying it, and then when I put them on, he looked like a fucking idiot, and that's what's happening now. Everyone's saying, so Brian was telling the truth about the weightlifting as well. So he just looks like a fool now. So all the lines he's told, like Timmy B said, he just looks like an idiot now, Brian. He's like a complete fool. But I've got lovely people like all yous on here. Every night we're on here helping each other. It's great. But that was going back to Steve Shand. Steve Shand, another great lad. He come to support us. Steve's dad and relations all know me from the old days. They'll tell me I fucking beat every single fighter I went up against in Teesside. Everyone I'm fought from all over the place. Steve Mack will tell you, he knows me from the old days. He was a kid, he was only a kid then, but he knows me from them days. So Steve Ireland, Chrissy Ireland, all them, same as the fight when I had a fight with Chris Curry's. So the Iceman, he was saying, he's making as if he could be 6'10". Well, he was, and I've even got the statements what I produced about 6 months ago. I put them up where you can see the statements. I put up the murder ones. I've been charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, armed robbery. So she put all them up. So he just looks like a complete fool now. Because everything he said, I'm lying about. I've come back and said, well, it's there in the Daily Mirror. And then the such and such. It said in the Daily Mirror, Brian Cockerill was the biggest enforcer in Great Britain in his day. And I said it in the Sun as well. So why would I be in all these things and all these documentaries and stuff if I was a nobody, Jamie? You're the nobody. You're the nobody, mate. You've never done nothing. And like Teddy Dicko said, the worst thing you ever done was follow Brian Cockerill because you had the real deal with you, and because of your greed and your lies. And Brian's not like you, nothing like you. He doesn't like injustices. He kept phoning me, never but 3 and 4 in the morning. Oh, lads, they're going to fight me. Oh, can you have a word with this kid? Can you have a word with that kid? I said, listen, this is going to have to stop this, I said, you're like driving us around the bend every fucking night, asking for lifts every day. And when we were taking him, he said, I was just going to go to my mate, he's not well. And he was going for gear. Come back out with pocketfuls. The lad said, can I have a word with you, Brian? I said, yeah. So he was in the shop. Tinfoil goes to the shop to get some Bacardi. And, no, brandy, sorry, he was getting. And I was in the house with me and Bobby, and he was called Nosha White, I think he was called. Yeah, the boxing promoter. He does a bit of boxing, that nice lad. He said, watch what you're doing with him because he's buying 50 and 60 tablets off me at a time when he comes here and buying powder and stuff off me. He said, if he throws it in your car, you'll get nicked. Bobby will get nicked because it's his car. I thought, you fucking slink, all this time I've been taking him down, thinking he was poorly, this lad. Oh, he's suffering with his mental health and all that. It was all laid up. So Nosha said to me, he said, I don't bother him. He said, he's fucking just talk shit. He said, but I obviously sell him stuff because I make money off him. He said, but the shit that he comes out with, he was the ABA champion. He said, he's never boxed with. Nosha knows everything about boxing. Do you know these people who, like, you could say, who fought Mike Tyson, what round did he get beaten? He'd go bump, bump, bump straight off like that. Really, really clever boxing, not promoter, but boxing enthusiast. You'll put him like on there, you know, like a quiz, and you could ask him questions, going, oh, does he make fucking hell, them tablets in it? Fucking hell. Fucking hell, we're doing about in a minute and fighting everyone. Fucking dizzy as a bat I've gone. Yeah, please hit the like buttons, Freedom's telling you, and Mark, I'm messing. You don't want to mess about with Mark, you know. Fucking lorry comes through your house. He's a lovely lad. He's an absolute gentleman, Mark. He is. I knew straight away as soon as I started talking to him, like most of you, I knew you were good people. Kenneth just took one day at a time. Sorry to hear about Kenneth, just took one day at a time. But, yeah, mate. Bad, innit? Yeah, just take one day at a time, Kenneth. What you're saying. Don't try and say, for instance, I'm gonna beat this, and another one of the worst things you can do. Like I used to, like an idiot, I'd get off it for like 3 weeks and go, I'm cured. I'm not a slave to the drug. I don't need it. So I think I'll have a little bit on Friday night. I'll just get 100 quid worth. One goes too many thousand, never enough. You just fucking back on it, and the paranoia comes back, and then you're fucking not paying your mortgage, you're struggling with your bills. You're not putting food in your body, you're not training, so you just go demise. Honest guys, them drugs are fucking vile things. They're horrible. You don't need them. Medication's totally different. You need them. But them other ones, like the crack and coke, I promise you, on my brother's grave, my dad's grave, always, I'll never take another drug like that in my life. Not for me now. What a beautiful wife, a lovely house. My life's mortgage paid every month, got food on the table, got beautiful dinners off Emma every day, got a great life, going to places, Emma's got a beautiful family, going to see her sister, little Finley and people like that, and we have a good time. No, he can't go anywhere, that little idiot. So I look back and think, God's paying back now. I don't have to do nothing. I just sit back. I've got loads of top people coming on from America. I've got top pod shows, but I've got Lorne Lancaster coming on, but because he's been torturing her for about a month, asswipe, I've left it, and I'm just going to get her come on just without telling you she's on, because he'll just constantly torture. She said, I'm getting loads of stuff like saying I'm a devil worship. I said, well, we all know what it is. She said, I know it's him. She said, I can tell it's him. He said, this is what he did to you. I said, what he did to Mark. She said, I know it's him. She said, but I'm strong enough for the Lord Jesus is in me. I just keep praying for them. He said, she prays for them. 48, I knew we'd get onto it. 48 on, 48. It's every time we get it. That's like God, that every time we get that. Like Jesus was with us. Keep on. Yeah. Just stick with your routine, mate. If you just keep that little routine, get out of bed and keep saying, I'm okay, I'm going to be okay. Don't start setting yourself up saying, well, I might have a bit of stuff today, or I might do this today, or I might do that, or, make yourself ill. Try and go out for nice walks, go out in the fresh air, go and sit in the park if you've got any old bits of bread and stuff that feed the ducks, things like that when you're helping animals and stuff. If you've got a dog or your mum or dad, go and take the dog for a walk and give it loads of love with the dog. They give you loads of love back and you feel good. Levi does it every morning. I wake up, he's at the side of my bed, kissing my hand when I wake up. And it's never the other hand. Sorry, my nose is itching with his medication. So he's never on the other hand. He never goes near that. It's only the bad hand. And obviously they're snouters. They're like the pig's hand. They can snout fucking truffles at them, like their dogs. His nose can smell anything. He's unbelievable. And his fucking ears are like, you could hear somebody on the moon. But it's all because that fucking arsehole smashed the window. As soon as he hears a bit of a bang, he thinks somebody's at the door. So he's guarding us and looking after Emma and Bobby and me. I feel sorry for him, little Eli, because he's on guard all the time, 24 hours. I feel sorry for anyone he gets hold of, because them bull terriers just don't let go. They get locked jaw and they'll just lock on. Fucking the coppers end up shooting them because they can't get them off. Yeah, mate, anyone who's on that brown house, it destroyed. My brother was on it, terrible, and he ended up killing himself through being on it, and fucking couldn't get it. He got off it and his head was fried on it. Yeah, proposed. Like, God bless his soul. And he was putting videos up saying, your brother hanged himself and you used to watch him get raped off the lads, the men who raped him in the house and stuff. He was giving me them type of videos. They're fucking animal. You wouldn't do that to your worst enemy, laughing about somebody being raped. And then later on in life, he took his life when he was 38-year-old because it was still in his head. He couldn't get it out, and he ended up taking an overdose and dying. And that scumbag's putting them videos up to try and get me to bite. So I'll go, I'll fucking smash your skull in. And that's what he's trying to get me to do. And trying to get me to, with his horrible evil. But he hasn't got no friends. His own mum won't let him in the house. His family won't let him in the house. So we've got a great family. I've got my uncle, Tams, John's, Margaret's, all them family members. They're like, yes, son, you're all right, you're looking well. How are you in? Get something to eat and don't want us to go. Oh, you're not going already, are you? And then my cousins and that are all there. And there's that many people ask me from all over the country and all over other countries to go and sort them out. I went, no, I said, there's not a day goes by. There's somebody asked me to go, where's he at? And I'll go and sort him now. I said, no, I'm not going to do that, son. I said, I'm not going to get you in trouble because you'll grass you. He said, I'm not bothered about jail. I'm not having him fucking bullying you because you're good to us when we were kids. I'm a grown man now, Brian. I said, I can take it. He said, don't worry. I went, no, I'm not having you getting better. You better not go there. I'm going to fall out with you. I mean it. I promise you now. I'll never speak to you again if you go near him. And they're like, oh, man, he's getting on my nerves talking shit all the time. I said, yeah. But he's a fucking, look at the state of him, I said, compared to what he was. I said, the Lord's fucking punishing him in different ways. And the Lord works into mysterious ways, as we know. So 58 on that, fucking hell, it's getting bigger and bigger. So we just want to help people, and isn't it? Timmy, we just seen your plastered videos, made hard graft, isn't it? Plastering videos, yeah, fucking hard work, mate. It is. Brown, I never took. Yeah, it's fucking shit. I don't. Any drug's bad for you. Every drug's bad for you. Even paracetamol and fucking things like that. They're all bad for you. My auntie was a top nurse. She was the main matron. Of all the nurses, she was the top one. Our John's wife and my niece, not my niece. My niece. She's my cousin. Sorry. So John's my uncle's daughter. So she's cousin. So my cousin. She's the head one in that. The cook hospital. Emma loves her. Katie. Oh, Katie. Call her Katie because that's what my nana was called. Katie McGivern. So she's called Katie. She works there as she's a top nurse in there. Lovely girl she is. They're all tough as old boats, the whole family. Every one of our family members, even the girls, they're all strong as hell. Emma's the strongest girl I've ever met. Like, she's fucking strength is unbelievable. And one about unbelievable, like, for a woman. I've never seen her like it. She's like our mum. My mum's like that. Super strong. That's where I got my strength from my mum. And all my uncles are all strong, even though they're not big. They're all small. They're all got that super strength what you get in you just in your DNA. Some people get arthritis, like some people have got end up with like their hair, losing their hair. Some people end up whatever, depression, because it's in your genes. It's in your genes. You can't do nothing about it. But the thing is with depression, you know when it's coming, just embrace and say, right, I'm going to have depression for a few days, so I'm going to watch a nice TV series. I'm going to make myself a nice baked potato tonight. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And occupy your mind, because if you sit there, the devil put idle hands. You know, what's what they call it, don't they? The devil makes, when you idle hands, short work and things, so you end up just saying things and making things up in your head because you're depressed. Yeah. Oh, that's his favourite thing, mate. Load of fucking shit. I've got bigger fish to fry. He's got no fish to fry to that country. The Dibby, he's on that H every single day, and he's on them diazepams every day, and he's on them other things, what they call them. Do you know them tablets? Not just what they call them, for the travel. You get them there. They're for pain, like for arthritis, not for like nerve damage, and they taste horrible when you eat them. I've had them with my mum. They're old tablets, but they give them for pain. Somebody will know. Steve Shen will probably know. He knows all this stuff. You get them for pain, and there's like white tablets, They're old from like the 80s, I think they came 70s, 80s, they were out. And you take them out, they make you fucking throw up horrible. I had them, my mum had them in the caravan house, I took two. But I'll take two, I was thrown up everywhere, it was fucking horrible tablets. They're round like a chalky type tablet. They're not a capsule, they're just a tablet on their own, quite big, it's about that big. And you take them for pain, and he was on them, he was taking 30 a day. I went, fucking hell. I took two, and I was bad as a fucking dog. Oh, going dizzy and everything, the whole room. Horrible. And he was on these other ones where, no, not Quin pain, no, not them, mate. Wasn't them. If somebody says them, I'll know straight away. They're like a round white tablet. They're big, no, they're old type tablets. Yeah, it's not good that fucking, the worst thing of them all is, I think, is the fucking acid. And the second one is the speed. You can't control yourself with it. You eat something and your fucking imagination goes through the roof. The acid's fucking, I only had it twice. Oh, it was horrible. For 2 days, full non-stop. Like that noise in my head, fucking, that was horrible. Horrible it was. 2 full days, paranoid to death. I looked at the sunbed and I thought, it looked like a coffin to me in the room, the bedroom. What was that? Fucking paranoid to death. Horrible feeling that acid. I don't know how anyone fucking has that stuff. And the whiz, fucking vile, that whiz. It fucking stinks. Mushrooms, I've never took them. No. Get over it, yeah. I know people have took the acid and they still get flashbacks and they're really bad. They have to go back to the hospital. They're really paranoid. They've only had one tablet. I know lads that used to put it in, a lad and lass, my mate, used to put them in their eyes and their eyelids, like the tablet. Because they made of paper, and there used to be little strawberries when I got them. I used to get them for £1. I used to sell them for two. No, I used to get them for 50 pence. I used to get 10,000. I used to sell them for 250. So I made good money off them. But I only ever took. I had half of one, and I had a little bit. And I said, "I'll just take a bit around the edges, and you won't lose any money then, because the little fraily bits." So I don't know how many I fucking took then, and I was paranoid to death. Going down Redcar Street, and there was a woman like with looked like a lawnmower, but it was a pram, and it was floating across the floor about 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, "You see that woman there?" She went, "No." I was like, "Fucking hell." No, not Quin pain. I'm fucking doing my head in these tablets now. Cockerill, that's it. Cockerill, fucking get in, man. That's the one. Cockerill. He had 30 of them in one day in front of me. Remember when we did the documentary? And Neil Jackson said to him, I said to Neil, "Where have you been?" He went, "He's had me in every single drug house in Middlesbrough for the last 3 hours." I said, "Before I was late with the documentary." And he was arguing with a woman because it was Tommy Harrison's house where I got beat up. They all tried to kill me from 5 different areas. And the woman said, she said, "I know you are, you're Brian Cockerill." She said, "But no disrespect, I don't want you filming on the front of you because somebody might come to my house, smash my windows and I'd to get you back or something. And you know what, well, if you spot on, look what happened there." So I said, "Yeah, I understand that." And anyway, my mate came on, Mark, who owned the house, he went, "I've no disrespect, big fella, it's just that she just wants you to do it." I said, "No, Mark, it's no problem, mate." And then he went, "How dare you tell me what to do? How dare you," as if he's the fucking king. "How dare you?" What was he said? "How dare you tell me what to do?" All this fucking shit. And he was off his head on them fucking Cockerill, whatever they call him. It's a Cockerill, yeah, Cockerill he was on. And he was fucking didn't even know what day it was. And when we got to the gym, everyone's going, "What's the matter with him? Look, his eyes are all over the place. He's off his fucking head on shit." Yeah, he takes everything. He was on the crack, he's on the brown, he's on everything. I mean, you can see in the London videos, you can see, and he also says, "I smoke crack and weed." So that was it. So how's the BBC going to work with him? Not in a million years. Wayne Crowd, don't do anything. No, I won't, Wayne. I'm not that stupid, mate. I'm doing the best thing to do is, John Elite said to me, the best thing to do is, he was going off people in America. John Elite, he's fucking massive, multi-millionaire, clever man. He said, the best thing to do, he says, just be more successful, do more podcasts, and get more people on, and live your life and smile every time you go on the podcast, and let them, even if it is getting you down, don't let them see it's getting you down. It isn't getting me down now. A few times it has, but like, he still hasn't got me charged. So another thing is what everyone can't stop making statements to the police. He's absolute obsessed. So see somebody want to use want trouble with me, or you want trouble with you, we'll start with me on the field then. Or I'll just say, look, behave yourself and I'll behave, and that's it done. You can't do that with him. He's fucking mental. He starts, I'll get these back, I'll get them back. And he goes, Shirley, and she's got about 20 different fucking fake accounts. You start getting all these fake accounts coming on. That's what Lorna's has been getting for the last couple of months since she was going to come on. So I just said, we'll have a break for now and we'll come back to it. There's no rush. I said, all the people I died to meet you and listen about the stories with you and Lee Duffy, and it'll be amazing. And the stories about herself. Well, he's jealous he's come on now because she's going to tell the truth, what really happened. Can't handle the truth. Yeah. Yeah, the poor kid, I really feel sorry for the kid because when he was wearing that dress and he was walking, she was going, come on, Beryl, come on. And the kid stood there, you can see his face, he's absolutely distraught, devastated. And all his friends at school, he's on them that win, yeah, he's on them dads, he takes them, but he gets them cheap ones. But the Taliban break from Afghanistan to send them through, and a lot of people are getting from, can you remember Manchester where you go and you can get all the treat trainees and stuff? There, you see them buy them there, and he buys them off the travelling lads in the village. But he grassed them up. He bought, I think he used to buy, you get them a £10 a strip, and he used to buy 30. I think he used to get £10 a strip. I think he used to get 40 quid worth, and he used to get 5 strips, so you got an extra strip for now. And that was like 100 tablets. I said, oh, that'll last you about a month. He went, no. He said, I'll have them gone in a couple of days. I went, fuck off. That's 100 tablets. He went, no. He said, I take 10 at a time, 20 times. She said, he's overdosed twice on the floor. We've had to pick him up. He's been thrown up like a fucking on the floor, barking on the floor. And he said, I'm really sorry what he's done. He said he does this all the time with us. He said he just can't enjoy himself and have a couple of tablets or have a few drinks. Every time he goes out, he gets mortal drunk and he ends up fighting with people. And he ends up phoning you, Brian, or somebody else like Terry Dicko to sort the trouble out. He can't fight. I said, no, he can't fight. She said, he can't fight. He just can't fight. Poor, I've gone dizzy, mate. I'm going to have a wee. 2 seconds, guys. I've been drinking loads of water today. Oh, I can't put a wee, like. Oh, I'm feeding myself. That longest pee I've ever had in my life. Nice. Sorry guys. Oh, I'll tell you what, it took for ages. When prostate, fucking enlarged prostate, it takes ages to wait. I've been drinking loads of water today and loads of vinegar. Like about 3 spoonfuls of vinegar a day because I've got a bit of a kidney infection. What I've been doing is I've got a lemon. Whatever gets me, it's got like a little slit in it. So instead of me putting the lid on, I forgot to put the lid on it. So I've been getting it, drinking it, and I've been getting on the night where it's after dark, and I've just got the toilet light on in the toilet in the bedroom light. So I'll pour a bit in, and I'll put a bit of water in, like half asleep. So I'll get it. So the other night, about 4 days ago, I did. I went anyway. We balked. The taste was horrible. Spit it out. So I turned the light on. Come in there, poured it out. It was pure orange. It was pure brown. And it was a big load of mould in the bottom of the bowl. I'm not fucking bad. And I've been getting a bad kidney for about the last month or so. I think there was a kidney infection. It must have been the mould. It was like, I thought it was a mouse in the bottom of it, but it can't because it was only a tiny little hole where you can, where the lemon comes out. So I'll get lemon, and it's the one where you can just, like a Jif type one, but a big bottle. So I've been using that. Anyway, I've been doing today. Kidneys, and last night I had no sleep last night with kidney problems. I think that's why my eyes have been bad. So I think I've had a kidney infection. I'm trying to pee. It's taking ages to pee. Fucking horrible. Oh, it's horrible. But I've got a large prostate cancer. I've got these tablets called Tamasul, they're called, like little orange tablets. You get brown and cream. Take them and it just helps you to pee because what you're doing is when you're pushing too hard with your prostate, you can't get the wee out because you've got to just take your time. So just have to sit in the toilet and turn the tap on. That's when the cops come that night. That scumbag phoned the cops on me, knowing I was poorly. And I tried to pee, and I was on the toilet 10 minutes trying to pee, and I couldn't get it out. And I thought, I'm trying my hardest to concentrate to pee. It's so hard. So I've had to put the taps on in there then. So I'm like, just waiting, thinking, fucking it's taking forever to get this. Anyway, I sat down for a bit, did it, and then I stood up and then away. But yeah, it takes fucking ages. White, round, pip. Yeah, that's them, right? Painkillers, white. Yeah, they're horrible cocodamol. I think they're called code. I don't think it's better to spell them. Cocodamol, is that it? That's cocodamol. I thought it was codeine. Codeine, I thought they were called. Cocodamine. So my mum used to get them for she's got arthritis, really bad. She's got rheumatoid arthritis, and she's also got a bad kidney. She's had a kidney took out. And she's also got. I tried. Knew Shelley was lying, but she said, "Oh, she had a kidney took out." And I thought, "You fucking lie!" And pretending she was bad. So I got all these people on John the Lee and all that. So he was getting all the people, and then we went. It's not a fucking competition, who's ill. But she went in the hospital, and she was only in like a couple of hours, and I released out because he's got a picture of her tumble dryer. I've got a picture. I thought you were in the hospital that day. There you are shopping with your son and your husband Jamie. So how can you be in the hospital at the time when you said when you're in Colby Young shopping in the centre? So it was all made up lies again. Pretending that you're bad. What a fucking horrible thing to do. So I'm going to have an energy drink there. I've got none left. fucking nightmare, this house. Yeah, I've been drinking loads of that today. I've kept off the coffee, because coffee, when you've got a kidney infection, is bad, you know. Fucking hell. I wish I flucked in the toilet. No, I just couldn't. I can't pee, mate, with a fucking prostate. It's a fucking nightmare, mate. Sometimes I'll go on 5-6 times, I can't even get a pee. But when there's something like this, you're thinking about using, I know your age, me fucking be waiting for me, then it puts you off trying to wee. It's fucking horrible. So when them cops come, and went, yeah, so I went on the toilet. I said, I haven't been for a wee yet. So when I went to the police station, he went, oh no, you can't, you have to wait. I went, I need to go to the fucking toilet for a piss. Are you insane or something? He was a Geordie and all cheeky cunt. So they wouldn't let me go to the toilet I was fucking about 6-7 hours before I went to the toilet. Fucking just stood watching me go to the toilet. I said, you fucking pervert or something. Fucking, are you having a fucking joke? You want to watch a grown man go, I've a pee on the toilet. I've got fuck all up, pulled me trousers down, showing me ass. There's nothing there. I've got nothing. My hands paralysed. I can't do fuck all. Look at me. I don't take any drugs. Fucking mentally is. But that was all for that little scumbag going in and crying like a little girl. You're gonna kill me. Or fucking the drama queen and his wife. Little fucking hattie aches. Yeah, I feel sorry for Jameson because all the kids in the school were laughed at him saying, your dad's dressing up as a woman. Your dad's a woman. And we met this woman who knew him well, who went to school, and she said, he's copying what you're doing. Pretended he comes down from Scotland. He said when he went for a week, he said he come back and all his face was bust all over. The dad's waiting lads kicked him all over. So he was clever up there, and he lasted 6 days. Just a compulsive lie he is. Friends, cushion, precision, 40k, so drinks, what on me? Fucking codeine, that's the one, codeine, that's what he took. She said she would come in, he was walking all white froth coming out of his mouth, and he was choking, he was dying on the floor right in front of him. He was about 8-9-year-old kid at the time, and he was going, Dan, please stop taking them blue tablets, you're gonna die. And he went, I promise you, son, I promise I'll never do it again. A week later, it was his birthday, he's back on them. He went, the kid come home from school, he said, you're on them again, look, you're never going to stop. The kid ran out of the house, ran away. Fucking tortured that poor kid, because all his friends are laughing at him. Imagine, like, I can understand the kid, because imagine it'd be like somebody's dad, and people are seeing him, because he put the videos on, doesn't he? And he's dressed up as this one and that one, and fucking, your dad's dressed up as a woman, or it's all the kids, kids are cruel at school, so the poor kids were torturing him at school, not the poor kids. The kids were torturing the poor young lad. He was about 14 at the time. And that's why he kept wanting to stay off school. He kept wanting to stay off school because he was getting bullied at school because of him. I thought, what a fucking horrible fucker you are, doing that to your own son. No fucking loyalty to anyone and offering no respect for anyone and out. Doing that to old Marty, what he done. Disgusting. Yeah. Just have it. Vitamin D. I have 4. I've been taking 6,500 these tablets a day of vitamin D3, and I can see the difference in my profile getting better, because my can's getting better, my strength's getting better, because it makes your testosterone levels rise. So my skin feels better and everything. When I feel miles better. And Vitamin B, I want a hot chocolate, but too shattered to move yet. That's fucking horrible when you like that Vitamin B. What you should get is that one where you just put water in it, mate. It's already got milk in it. They look acid like tab. Fucking Vitamin B, they look acid like tablets. Oh yeah, tabs and articles, cigarettes. Okay, I wish I could piss like a fucking racehorse, mate. Fucking hell. Pissing like a fucking snail. Fucking get up in the morning, by the time I finish, it's fucking time to go to bed. Oh, it's terrible. It's not as bad now. Yeah, you have to sit down. Yeah, you get some medication, mate. It's fucking horrible. No, it's not the infection. What it is, I've got a bit of a bad kidney for that fucking mold, because the mold was in it. It was a big load of mold. It looked like a dead mouse in the bottom of the bottle. But what it is, I've had an enlarged prostate for years, So I've been in, they give me these tablets called Tamasura, they're called, and they help relax because it's a muscle in you, the prostate. So so I've had a prostate for cancer. They tested me because my dad's died through that. That's why he had cancer of the prostate for 15 years. He was going, imagine pretending your dad's got cancer when he hasn't got it. He was saying, he's fucking sick in the head, he is. My dad had it for 5 years. He got rid of it for 5 years and he got it again. So every 5 years he was getting it back. So the last time he got it, he had it in his fucking lungs, he had it in his back, he had it in his prostate, he had it in his kidney. It was everywhere. So he was terrible. He went from about 13 stone to about 4.5 stone. Terribly looked. Like to see somebody you love like that going down and that fucking scumbag putting horrible comments on about your brother and that and your dad. It's horrible. He said, let's hope your brother and your dad never have never rest in peace. Ha ha ha. He's definitely fucking mentally deranged. Because I've never seen anyone, even in a horror film, talk the way he does, an actor where he does like, I'm going to bum your dog. I've never heard anyone in the world say that would say, I'm going to bum your dog. And he sits there laughing and thinks it's great. And then when he gets old, somebody gets hold of him, he fucking runs away and gets the police. I just don't want to get out. I just thought, if you can't back it up, you should always keep your mouth shut. I said that to people I know. I said, well, why are you saying things about him? If you can't fight him, you're if you're not going to have a start straight with him, why would you say something? Just keep quiet and say nothing. Keep out of it. Keep out of the equation. If you're not a fighter, if you're going to start calling people, they're going to come back and look for you. But I always say to people, stop trying to be something you're not. Just be yourself. I never ever want to be somebody else. I just want to be me. I'm Brian Cockerill, that's it. I don't want to be Paul Sykes. I don't want to be Jack the Ripper. I don't want to be Sherlock Holmes. I don't fucking round the twist. I don't want to be anyone else. I just want to be myself. Somebody who wants to be out of their own skin, obviously doesn't love themselves and they don't like themselves. When they look in the mirror, they don't like themselves. That's exactly what it is. It's psychology. Yeah, I feel better now since I've had that pee. I can feel, well, my stomach was blown up there. I didn't realise because of the meds I'm taking as well. They make you don't feel as much. And then all of a sudden, I'm aching like mad here. I thought, I wonder if it's off. I trained before I come on. And then I realised it's fucking a wonder way. Big bottle of ginger beer bread. So, like, litre bottle, Brian. 14 drinks. Creatine gave me a big bottle. Gingerbread syrup. Yeah, gingerbread coating with counts for years. Yeah, I don't like them there, Mark. There's a mark saying, no, £60 money, £16. You take them and the whole room starts spinning, feel sick. The feeling's horrible. Yeah, it's fucking horrible there, Rock. If you go and get doctor's son, tell me what these tablets are called, Tamasura they're called, and all they do, they release, they make you, it just releases you, instead of being dead tight, it's like a muscle, isn't it, where you're at, it relaxes you so you can pee on the toilet, but it's hard. Somebody's knocking at the door or something, you can't pee because you're listening to them, so you've got to concentrate like mad. The worst thing you do is try and strain, you can hurt yourself, you can bleed if you're straining with it, so you better just like relaxing. It's like I'll do mine before coming alive. I'm usually all right, but today I've been drinking loads and loads of lemon juice with barley water and water. I've drank about like 6 pints a day. Yeah, and I'm okay. It's stinging too, Brian. It's stinging too, Mark Emerson. Yeah, mine's not stinging. That's when you know you've got an infection. It goes into your urethra, up your back where your kidneys are, and that's when you've got the problem. Now, but before I had pus in my kidney. It was inside my kidney, so it's all full of pus, and that was that was about 5 years ago. Bobby went on the bike to the doctors. He went, "Oh, it's got pus in it. What does that mean?" He said, "You've got an infection." He said, "What's happened? You've weed. It's probably gone back down. The bacteria it can go back into your urethra and give you bacteria poisoning." So he gave me these tablets called amoxicillin. I gave me them in about 3 days, 4 days time. It was gone. I've never milk thistle's another good one. Milk thistle's good as well if you've got a bad. I'm pissing like I fucking wish I could piss like a racehorse. Wish I could piss like a mouse. That's what I'd be like. She said, "Are you still in that toilet?" No, Beryl. Yeah, that's what she calls him. She walks in with a thing on like that. Them old fashioned one, like remember Les Dawson, and he's got his hair in rollers, and he's got lipstick and makeup and everything, all blush and all that, and he's got a blue dress on, black stockings on, and high heel shoes. He's walking around, and it's pouring down the rain. She's opened the back door for him, and she went, "Here's Howard Beryl, here he is, Howard Beryl, Harry and Beryl." I thought, you fucking pair of weirdos. Letting the world know what you are. Just fucking weirdos. He said, "I'm a cross-dresser." So he went with him, then he went to London with Sean Atwood and Alex Reid and all them. They all got in the same room. He was dressed up as them and not Sean. The other two were dressed up as women and go to the gay clubs down there. Fucking hell. I'm going to come out in the next 2 years that I'm gay. I'm going to let everyone know. I thought, you've just said it, you daft bastard. He's round the bend, and he's round the twist. Sitting to Brian, it's not stinging me. It's just all it is I just don't pee because the prostate, so it's enlarged. It's too big, so the hole gets smaller and smaller when you try to pee. So it's an enlarged prostate, so it pushes on your prostate gland. A lot of people, in my age, most people get it and die with it. It's a fucking nightmare for cancer. Loads of people die of it. Prostate cancer. It's one of the main ones that people die of. Men over 50s, 60s when they get it. The people I'll go and get tested off the doctors though to make sure I'm okay. Codeine, yeah, it's horrible. My mum used to get them. Like I say, she got them because she had a liver took out, a kidney took out, sorry, and she was bad. And that's why I know there Shirley's lying, because it takes about 6 months to get you back in sync when you get your kidney took out. And she's pretending, Shirley's fighting it Shirley's fighting it without meds. No, you can't fight it without meds. When you've got prostate, sorry, when you've got cancer of your liver's, your kidney's gone, you can't fight it without meds. You need stuff to help take down the cancerous lump inside. So absolute garbage. And also, when you get it, my mum had to go for 5 years. For the first 2 years, I think she had to go every 6 months, or 3 years. First 3 years, every 6 months, she had to go for a blood test at the hospital to make sure they've come back. And after that, every 6 months for 2 years. So you've got 5 years you have to keep going. But if she was going, you'd see her there. I'm just back at the hospital, never been back. So I know for a fact she never had fucking nothing wrong with her kidney. She's just a compulsive liar, just to try and get. He said, "Oh, she's fighting it without meds. She's fighting it like a bitch. She's beating it. She's beating the cancer." Well, how can you tell if you're beating the cancer if you've never been diagnosed with it until you went to the hospital? Just makes lies up all the time. So then he started getting people on, like Sean Atwood and all, and get well soon and all that shit, because them would have done it for me with Tina Shaw and everyone. So he tries to copy everything I do. Everything I do. I wear shorts, he wears shorts. I've got black hair, dyes his hair black. He's on the fucking bend. He's now got that, boof, 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 do that. He's doing that in the video in London. Boof, 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 Brian, boof, 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 all that. He's fucking round the twist. He can't be himself. He has to be multiple people. I just want to be me. Yeah, Steve, he fucking shit himself when you come, Steve. His ass completely went, because Steve come with the lads and that, and his mate, big lad, his mate's good, can fight for fun. And little Terry was with us, and big Peter Robbo was here, and Bobby was here. And when they've come by in the Jeep and they've seen us, and they've went boom, spin the fucking car and fucking flew out the fucking street in 2 seconds. But Steve's only a phone call away. I've got that many people I can phone to come, but I know for a fact I would wait. When I went out to sit in the boat the third time, his third time they're coming, I went out. They run like fuck. He was going, open the door. He dropped the fire, the smoke bomb, and I found out within about 2 hours. One was 15-year-old, one was 16. So we found out one of them got punched all over Middlesbrough, kicked the fuck by the lads from that way, and the other one got battered in Billingham. But the one in Billingham was 15-year-old. He's got 7 his mum and dad. I think there's 9 of them in the family, so there's eight brothers and sisters. And they were shitting themselves. Thought I was going to go around, but I sent a message saying, I would be going out to get a 15 or 16-year-old. He's already had a good time. I said, but that's what he does. So the people, they're Christians like us, see. So they're obviously would shit themselves. I said, that's not my game. I said, it wasn't him. It was that scumbag. He was telling them that I was sexually abusing people in my past, and sexually abusing women and sexually abusing kids and all that shit. That's what he told them. So the kid told Chrissy Chrissy Curry over there, because Chris is from there. He said that's what he's pretending. So the kids said, when we got the messages off the kids' phones, how much you paid and everything, £500 for each window smashed, and £1,000 for the fire bombs for each one. So it cost him about £3,500 to get it done with my house, and it cost me nothing for the windows because my mates put the windows in. So it cost him £3,500, and his own house got obliterated. Some of the lads over lads from Stokes, they smashed his house up apparently because he owed them money for drugs. The travelling lads who used to buy the strips off, he owed them about £500, so they smashed his car to pieces in his house up. So he ended up not a penny. So the company went bankrupt. So they went bankrupt, and Rob Brenton, who had 3 billing advantage facts from the book company making the books, they shut down. He also had 3 or 4 other shops, and they shut down. So they declared bankruptcy, and that's what the Judge Gargan said. What they'll do now, he said, Mr. Cockerill, they haven't turned up again today on the phone. I said, I think they're going to pull the rug from under your feet. I says, you mean they're going to go bankrupt again? Yeah, you've got it in one. He said, this is what they do. They try this, and they go on for so long, and they haven't disclosed. The reason why they haven't disclosed, if they do disclose, it's going to expose them. And the reason why they haven't they haven't disclosed the paperwork is because they've obviously had more money than what they've given you. And he said, but it's a pity we can't do anything about it, because I can only do what I can do. What the judge said. So as the disclosure, I'm not finished with it. I'm going to go back to court with that, because the judge said to me, he made them disclosure stuff. So I'm going to go to the next stage, where I'm going to go with a solicitor, with no fee ones. I spoke to one of them. They said, well, we'll do that. I said, even if I got 10 pence and you got £10,000 off them, and I won the court case, I would be over the moon. That just to prove to everyone what a piece of shit he is. But the thing is, they can't get away with it, he said, because everything on Amazon is kept for 10 years. When I talked to somebody from Amazon, he said, but if you go through the solicitors, you can go for disclosure, and you can make them give you disclosure, and the bank accounts where he had. I know his bank accounts from Barclays Bank, even though he's closed them down now. They're still in there, the paper trail, so we can still do that. I've talked to David the other week, who's a barrister from America. So yeah, you can still go forward. You can make them disclose the paperwork. You can go to the courts and get the courts. In the small claims courts, you can go in there and say, look, the judge has given me the disclosure. I can't get disclosure because he won't give me it, because he's the policy holder of the company. Because what they did is, they said you can't sue them because the companies don't exist in Companies House, therefore they're not an entity. So that was fraud straight away. So we had to wait till they change the names to them. They changed them to Rubik's. They changed the name from War Cry Pubs and War Cry Press. So there's the proof to everyone there. So the companies didn't exist in Companies House, so you can't sue a company. It's not really said. So we had to wait. Anyway, I've got the disclosure off the judge, but we can't get it because it's like have the bank account. You can't go and say, I want somebody's bank account. He owes me money. They won't give you it. So only the person who can get the bank account with the policy holder, and you have to go through certain channels. You have to, your Sean Atwood told Sean, said, you won't get it right through that. You'd have to go through a solicitor, Sean said, because he's the policy holder, so I've got to go through him. But you can the court can make him give you the disclosure, and then you go back to the small claim, Sean said, and then they make a decision. But you get a thing, he said, called sanctioned. So they can say, for instance, he owes me $5,000. The judge can turn around and say, you've had 5 years to give this disclosure and you haven't given it to Mr. Cockerill. The man's been poorly. I'm now awarded him the money what you owe him, say $5,000, plus I'm going to give him another £5,000 for a sanction here because you haven't come forward with the paperwork. And he was given 9 penal notices, which means if you don't give him the paperwork, we will take you to court and do contempt of court, or you will be given a fine, and you will be you'll be given a fine or a custodial sentence, or both, they said. So he was 9 different judges giving penal notices. Poor Marty's here, not him. Marty was 2 weeks away from going to court. He kept browning all the paperwork and everything, and he was knackered. And he still got his book back. Terry got his book back. So he did a deal with Terry. So Terry got 950 books off them. So that proved he ripped everyone's again. And then his other book, he got about 300 odd books. So I think he got about 1,200-1,300 books off him. He had to give them back to Terry because he hadn't sold them, you see. But my book had all been sold, he said. Because my book was selling like hotcakes. But I think I got some like £600 for two books, Kindle book, audio, paperback, documentary, and what's the other thing I done? Something else. It was 4 or 5 things I did with him. And I still have another documentary I did with him, with Sean Atwood. Not sure there's Steve Rafe. And Steve Rafe never got paid here. Or Neil Jackson, the cameraman, he never got paid. He said, I'll never work with you again, never. And the other one, Paul Sugar, I think said the same, I'll never work with you again. So all the people who do the documentaries and that, I pulled the plug on him. But he's trying to get into the boxer, but Terry's let him know, from Leeds. Nice lad, travelling lad. He's trying to get him to do a book with him. But he said he was talking to his brother the other week, Billy, I can't really fucking say the name of him now. And he, I couldn't remember his name. The night when he was fighting for the title, I went in a pub with a handgun and put it to someone, pulled the trigger, and the other jumped off the roof in England, fucking Birches. Can't remember his fucking name now. But anyway, so the lies he tells and makes up. So all that shit he was going, he's been paid. If I was paid, why did you just make you give disclosure? If you paid me, why have I got no invoices? If you paid me, where's the inventory of how many books were printed and things like that? So nothing was given. So he's just a pure bullshitter. Would you tell the docs anything? They put me down as a drug seeker and give you a real harsh 4 weeks taper to get off them. You better just go off yourself. You better get off them yourself and just go down slowly. If you're on, it's like cigarettes. If you're going to stop cigarettes, so this is my analogy. Say you're on 20 fags a day or 40 fags a day. Smoke 40 fags one day. The next day, smoke 39. The next day, 38, 37. So you're going down slowly. You're cutting 1 cigarette a day. If you cut them all in one go, you'll go fucking scatty. So if you just go down one a day, 40 days, which is was that 6 weeks, you've packed in. You're packed in 6 weeks. You're never going to smoke again because you've done it slowly, coming off slowly. Or just don't go back on them. They're fucking shit. You can also get stuff that you can get an injection now where you've got to smoke or drink, you throw up. They're really good as well. But the best way to stop fags is just stop 1 cigarette every day. If you have 20 fags a day, go down to. You can't just say I'll have 4 or 5 today and then 3 or 4 tomorrow. The best way is just cut 1 down every day. So after 20 days, you stop smoking. It's the best way to do it, I think. Or even one down every second day, cut down. So it might take you 40 days to cut down, to stop smoking. But you can't just do cold turkey because you make yourself ill. Because you start seeing things and all sorts, even on cigarettes, because your body's immune to them. So you've just got to come down slowly like that. That way you don't get the cold turkey and stuff. Same as drugs. If you're on crack and coke, just get on other stuff, other tablets, go and get tablets off the doctor, get on them and just come down slowly. Just come off it. Being months, a lot going on with being homeless. Ainsley B, I hope you're okay, Ainsley. Sorry you've been. No, don't be sorry, brother. Don't have to be sorry. We're all here for you. Ainsley B, all you good. Sorry. Yeah, you have to. You don't have to be what you call sorry, mate. Just try and get yourself sorted out. 16V, thank you, Monty. Has it gone all quick or is it me? Ainsley, where you been? Oh, no problem, buddy. I've been through it all before. Unfortunately, 16 valve, yeah. It's great when you get people you can help and when you talk to each other. And it makes me sick. Tinfoil makes one on. He is an expert on Duffy. Exactly, and he was a BMX bandit, totally full of shit. Yeah, he's a fucking pure crank. He never met Lee Duffy. How can you be an expert on a man who he never fucking met? He was 10-year-old when Lee were running about. He was 9-year-old in the fucking in the juniors. He didn't know us, and none of his family knew him. He was nowhere near where Lee was. Lee's about 15 miles away from where he lives. He was never there. Oh, and I went down on my bike. I mean, look at that bit there. He's got a knife that big. The night when he went with Sean Atwood, which was like a boy fucking knife, right? Which was like Crocodile Dundee, one of the big fucking massive knives. Lee was killed with a knife about that big. It was called a lock knife. They were like a bronzy, like a brass with brown wood on them. You open them about 4 inches long. People use them for fishing and things like that, or just for in the garden and stuff, cutting like bits of string and stuff. Or lads will go fishing. So the lad threw the knife down. So when Lee got stabbed under the armpit. He put in one book, I got stabbed 7 times. He never got stabbed 7 times. He got a fatal stab wound under his. He got a bit of a in the back, and he didn't get stabbed 7 times. Just made that up. So then Lee got in there, and my mate Mark was with him, and he said he got into the car. I knew everything about it because obviously I was with the lad who was with him, who died in his arms. He was there, so he said when he was going, he said Lee fell on the road. I got him into a taxi and got him to the hospital. So he said he never died on that road. So what he's done, that horrible little thing, he's got somebody to lay on the road about a year ago or so. Later on, he's gone up with a chalk. I think it was yellow chalk he's gone round with like that and drew round somebody's body on the road as if to say, this is the night when he got killed, when it was only last year. So how could Lee Duffy be on that floor when he was never laid on the floor when he was dead? You have to be dead on the floor and go around the dead body. Lee lived and he got to the hospital and he died on the way to the hospital in the car. So he wasn't on the road. So all that lies he made up, and he was never stabbed with a fucking knife that big. It was a little knife like that. It was threw down. The lad who was fighting him got it thrown down on the floor and picked it up and stabbed him in fear. And he said he went out to murder him. It was all planned and everything, but it wasn't. Carol's daughters have already spoke to this lad and forgive him, and said it was Lee's fault because he'd had 2 fights with him when he come back from there. He said he should have stopped there. So the lad was like in fear of his life when he did it. When he's trying to make out like, I went out to Liberty Hill. Well, a jury of 12 people found him not guilty of it. And it's Lee's mum, God bless her soul, she said, my son would never have wanted you to go to jail. He was like, one thing about Lee Duffy was never a grass. And one thing he hated was more than anything was little snivelling police informers and paedophiles. He hated paedophiles. And he hated Romans. He hated Paul Sykes. He put in Paul Sykes' shows and he shit himself in Durham. But he used to say to me, there's no such thing as grass in the grass. And he said, and paedophiles won't put them in the ground. He said, fucking scum of the earth. Weird little fucking weirdos. He hated it. Something like him there. He'd have slapped him every time we seen him and broke his jaw for him. He'd have really made a mess of him, especially the love of his life was Carol Edwards. And she's the mother of his fucking children. And he's calling the kids. He's calling the son, he's calling his daughters, he's calling his granddaughter, because they said no to the book. I went, we don't want to do the book. And then when he asked Laurie Duffy, which is his younger brother, he could fight. Laurie was a great fighter. But Laurie turned to a Christian and he saved hundreds of people from all over the place there, Laurie. He really, really helped people. Loads of lads who could fight and stuff, we go and see him. Peter Owen, all them, all friends of him and that, all loved him. And Laurie asked him, he said, look, I don't need to do another book. He said, no, but it is, bro. See that. He's got like a cross on his hand there, but that's just all bullshit, that. Because when he was with Simon Ambler, Simon said, when I got him, he said, I bought him a cross. So he come to Wakefield, I took him around all the pubs and that. And when we were going to pubs, he was going, oh, he looks a big lad. He said he was petrified of everyone. He said, he's never had a fight in his life, Brian. I know fighters, like you yourself, you're a fighter. He was scared of every pub he went in. He said, well, he's got a knuckle duster in him. And he said, it's not for you. So it was a fucking shit house, in other words. And spineless little cunt. So he got him down there, Simon, and helped him. And Simon's a Catholic. So Simon went and got a little cross for him because he was his friend at the time. Like we really believed in him. And he gave him the cross. He said, but he didn't see what I seen. He said, I seen him look back and throw it in the dustbin as if it was burning his hands like a fucking demon. I said, that probably was. And he said, I knew he wasn't the proper person that night when he threw the cross away. But I bought. He said, it wasn't dear. It was only about 10 quid, I think. He said, but I bought it for him to help him. And he was like, he said he was a Christian, Catholic, sorry. So, that's my fucking story now. So, yeah, so Simon went out with him, and everywhere he went, he was shitting himself. So he was said the same Sykes was a nasty, horrible man. He wasn't liked by anyone, and the whole of Wakefield signed a petition to get him out of Wakefield because he was walking in schools and flashing himself to the school teachers and flashing himself to women at the counters in Tesco's and Aldi's or where the fuck shops there were. I can't remember. The shop was called Morrison's or something, and he'd go in the morning, piss on the bread when the ladies had made the bread, and they used to get the police. They used to throw him out from out the shop. He was just horrible person. His kids are the same. His kids in jail doing life. Michael something he's called, his son, and he's in jail, but he's been sugared in water and stabbed and everything in jail because he's another wrong one, just like his dad. Horrible, evil people that were. I know Peter from that way. I was in jail in Leeds when I was there. They were all calling him all the names in there. So I didn't really know him until I taxed him later on. 1992, I taxed him. 91 and 92, I taxed him for his back and that little bit of noise there. £1,200 we took off him, and then we took 2 jade elephants for 20 grand off him. Paddy Conroy was there, and Paddy Conroy said, yes, I was there. He said, Brian walked straight up to the table and went, get outside, you, Sykes. Sykes went, no, like that he was doing. He said, I was in the car outside, and Big Dave outside was with Brian. Brian went, oh, we get outside, you. Do you want to fucking go now? And Brian offered him out twice. He said, you know I don't go with Brian, but I'm not going to lie. He said he offered him out Sykes, and his ass completely went. He said, Sykes could never beat Brian Cockerill in his day, never in a million fights. He said, Paddy Conroy, at least he told the truth, it was good of him that. And then he said to Shirley, what about these things? Cheeky cunt Shirley called her. Cheeky cunt Shirley, making lies up. She went, oh, there is no recordings of Brian talking about Viv Graham. It's just Jamie made it up. So she grassed him up. He's on Mrs. on Paddy Conroy's show, and Emma let me hear it. And Carol Edwards let me hear it, and I realised just made up lies. I knew I never talked about him. I knew I never said nothing. But he kept saying the tinfoil tapes tortured me for years, pretending he had them. And he hasn't got now. He's a fucking divvy. My TV keeps going quick. Laugh out loud. Your TV keeps going quick. Well, tell it to fucking slow down. Put it on the slow button. You used to bang the old tellies, didn't you? When it used to go off. Fucking back there. That's it, perfect. The signal would come back on. You couldn't do it with the tellies now. They just fall to pieces. You get back on your feet soon, Ashley. Yeah, Ashley, we all love you, son. Keep coming on. Keep us in the loop. What's going on, mate? We're all here for you. We know that. Anyone who's struggling, anyone who's down, and we all get. I've been down last week, mate. Thinking about my dad, a few days I was fucking in bed, depressed. And I thought, get your head out of this. My dad's fuming with you if you don't get out. So I was about 2 days when I felt down. But no one in this world is an island. No man's an island, and there's no such thing as no one, but we've all had problems. It's the way you look into it, and it's the way you respond to it. It's no use going sleeping in bed all day, not getting a wash, not getting cleaned, not getting changed, because it makes it even worse. Because you look in the mirror, look at the state of the depression he's on. He's got a headlight. You remember the film Screaming Tonight, the Carry On film. He's got a headlight, one of them, fucking head, like a monster head. Frying Tonight, sorry, it was Carry On Screaming. It was called. If you ever look at them monsters, that's what he looks like. Tinfoil, his big head. His fucking head's massive. Yeah, he just makes things up. Well, he didn't even know Lee Duffy. He didn't know when he said to him, that's where I've gone off track. Lee Duffy said, "Don't do the book." He said, "No, I'm going to make him a crusade." He said, "Well, the last book you made was all lies." He said, "I don't want the book." He said, "The last documentary you made was all made up lies." He said, "So I'm asking you. I haven't got long to go. I'm died of cancer." He said, "I'm asking you before I pass away in my grave to not do any more books as a Christian. I'm asking you for a bit of mercy type of thing." And he said, "Oh." He said, "I'll give you some money towards it. I'll give you this and all that." I never give them nothing. He didn't want the money. He said, "I don't want you doing books because it's upsetting Lee's daughters. It's upsetting Carol. It's upsetting the family." He said, "If you'd have done the book properly, the family wouldn't have been bothered. But you're just making lies up about Lee being the monster, and he was this and he was that and he was this, and you weren't even around, Jamie. You weren't even in this area. You were nowhere near around here. You were chased out of Teesside. No one wants you there. You've been chased for years." That's why he's gone now at Teesside. He's been chased off every single count. Even the Hartlepool lads, Rock will tell you, they've chased him out of Hartlepool. Chased him out. Steve Mack will tell you they've chased him out of fucking Groville. Steve Shannon will tell you they've chased him out of that area as well. All where Steve lives. They've chased him. They've chased him from Eston. They've chased him from South Bank. They've chased him out of Redcar. They've chased him out of Stockton. He's gone. He's completely gone out. He'll never come back here because no one likes him. Somebody said when you start calling Brian, who was paralysed at the time, he said, "It'll come back on you because I know Brian will come back. I know he will come back and get back to normal, and you will hide after that." And he was right. The lad, he shit himself. He ran away. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, mate. He just makes lines up. He doesn't know nothing about Lee. He didn't even know Lee Duffy's height. He put him in 6'4". He was 6'2" and a bit. He didn't know his weight. He put him in 17.5 stone. He was 14.5 stone to 15.5 stone. His biggest weight, when he got out of 15.5 stone, he was ripped to the bone. He looked really, really well. He was really, really fit. When he got out of jail, that's when he offered Paul Sykes out. I think he was about 20-year-old then when he got out of jail. And he was in Durham. He offered Paul Sykes out. Sykes went, no, same as me. Sykes went between 3 screws, stood there and shit himself. And Lee had 7 screws around him because Taffy was in. And it was on D-Wing. They were going through there from A-Wing. But the kids, he was the head cleaner on the A-Wing. Now A-Wing is where the lunches are. And the school kid, like the fucking 15-year-old kid, they used to allocate you to jail fest. You'd stay in there and you'd wait till you get allocated to a borstal. If you're a little cunt, they keep you in a little bit longer, and they'd put you in the naughty borstal where you'd all be fighters and stuff. Or they'd see if you were like weak and put you in a weaker place, you know. So that's how they used to do it. So you'd wait for you could be waiting 6 weeks, maybe or more, to be allocated to a borstal, and that's so Lee got out, but you're supposed to be 21 until you go in them big jails. But he was only 20, so Lee went in. I think he was 20, coming up for 21, and that's when he offered him up, and everyone was banging on the doors going, Lee Duffy, you know, like with the score goals and that, because that horrible rapist was exposed, and they went, his ass is completely gone. And his other party piece was what he used to do. Terry told me he was in Durham. He said, what he used to do, Brian, he used to see, when he was a cleaner, he had a chair. So you'd sit there 30 years, 40 years watching TV, because you might be like B wing and D, say 2 wings together sitting. I think there's 60 people in each wing. So there might be 60 people, maybe 30 people watching telly. So they used to have a room, just one room where the chairs used to go. So you used to have this chair. It was, all the chairs were brown. I think they were all brown, and this one was white, I think it was. So what he used to do, he used to put the white chair at the very back of the room there. So when you come in the door, all the other chairs would be put in rows like that when you go to jail. So this one chair was right at the back of the wall. So he used to say, do us a favour, son, get us this chair with you. He said, there's somebody's put it at the front. He said, it has to be at the back. The governor has to sit in that one, some shit he come up with. So anyway, he said, hey, that one there, keep going. And he shut the door behind him. Because he just clicked the door behind him in this room. And the lad was reaching, and he pulled his trousers and his trousers, he pulled his jeans down and pulled him over the bench and raped him over the bench. That was one of his party pieces, Sykes. He was known for doing that. Can you get that chair there? The lad be like getting through chairs to get to it and pull it through. And he had it perfect. That was one of his party pieces. And the other party piece was in Manchester. People used to come in. He used to be that Delroy Showers, another Roman, Paul Sykes' mate, and Jimmy Savile's mate, best of friends. So when he was in there, he used to say, "Hey mate, son, do you want to play chess with us? I'll teach you how to play chess." Oh yeah, brilliant. So a young lad, about 21-year-old, being in there, or 22-year-old, they get him in there and he'd hold him down, and the Sykes would hold them down, and Delroy Showers would set about them, and he was known for doing it. My other friend, Dave Thomas, he was a security consultant, and when he went to what's the big jail in Newcastle, what's not Durham, where they all go off to so you have to go over here for 5 years. What's it called? I can't remember the name of it now. The big jail, I can't remember the fucking name, but anyway, you go there if you're in for murders and stuff. So he was in there, and he said, "Oh, he's in here, that Sykes." He said, "What's he like?" He said, "There's the stories about him." Sure, he went, "Oh yeah, 100%." He said, "He's not just kids, and it's just men as well. He's done it to loads." He said, "But a lot of people won't come forward if they feel embarrassed at what he's obviously sexually abused them. too embarrassed to come forward and let people point, oh, he's been raped off him, or he's been nunced off him. So people, that's why one of the reasons that he never got done, because people were too scared. They were frightened of him because he could fight, and they're also scared because of the people who like say, oh, he's been nunced off there, such and such in the jail. So that's what happened. That's the truth. That do that to people. So, in them jails, you're in, especially the old days, you used to go in. You had the cell was freezing. It was like a coal bunker, like a fucking old coal bunker, and you used to have them itchy army blankets in the 80s. And you used to go in. You had a bucket to pee in, and you had a little like a bucket to shit in and piss in. I could pee in it, but I used to get oranges off the lads on the servery, or lemons, and I put them in the bucket. So if I needed to pee on the night, but and you'd be in there, and you'd come out in the morning, and you go out, swap out. So you go in, there's two big sinks like this, and the lads would throw the pee down, and turds would go down the fucking toilet thing into another part, and then flush down. And the sinks had big holes in them, so they flush the turds down there and just put the water on. And then you'd be sat here like this, and you'd be sat there, and it'd be up to there. So you couldn't be like behind the door. So you'd be having the number two on the toilet like this. Hi, bro, you alright? Oh fuck! I used to put my head down like this, me really embarrassed, trying to have a poo on the toilet while it's like say 300 people walking past you. Hey, big fella, you alright? Oh yeah, mate. I was fucking used to go bright red. I'm dead thinking like that, mate. So I felt embarrassed, going to the toilet. So I had to try and hold it in for like say the other time I can go to the toilet boss. So I'd go to the proper toilet, and you'd let you go to the toilet, like that. I was embarrassed to sitting on the toilet, people going by. It was the first time I was in. It was 1983, I think it was. I was in. I was fucking embarrassed sitting on the toilet. I was about 23, I think I was. 22, 23. I was in for an assault. About 4 lads attacked me, and I four them out and broke 2 of the jaws. And I got nicked, I got remanded. I got off in the end, they dropped the charges. I was in for about 3.5 months, I think I was in for. Fucking just got to get on with it. You can't do that about it. It's nice crying and whinging. So you just do press ups, sit ups and stuff, and think what you're going to do when you get out. Just organise your day in your head. But if you've got away with things for years and years and years, our class it as a bit of tax. So you're doing your tax, you're paying your tax back. I've been remanded quite a few times, mainly remanded. I've only been convicted once. One sentence I've been convicted, which was the driving offence, which I was told I'd get 2-year ban. 2-year ban, sorry, a £400 fine, and I was at 2-year ban, £400, and maybe I might get community work, like 100 hours community work. I got fucking hammered because of who I was, not what I'd done. And I got a judge in where he said, I'm astounded that you haven't been to jail before, you, Mr. Cockerill. So I said to him, put my hand up that, and Les Spittles was, Barry Shooter was my barrister first, and I changed it to Les Spittles. Les Spittles a judge now, and he's got a Teesside accent, so he said, he doesn't like you, the judge, He said, you can see he doesn't like you. I said, so he said, you're going to get a cracking jail sentence off of me, So obviously they knew what was going on. So then as at that, about 4 screws came in, another 2 screws come in, a couple of ushers come in, and then about 20 cops from the Middlesbrough police station come in, stood there, CID, drug squad, like smirking. And they'll give me, he said, he was going to give you 4 years, Mr. Cockerill, but because it's your first prison sentence, I was only in for a driving offence. Fucking hell. So he said, he gave me 3 years for the driving offence, and I got sent to 9 jails. 9 jails to try and break me, but they never fucking broke me. Just made me a bigger name. That's why everyone knows me right around the country, because I've been to all the different jails like Liverpool, and I've been up to Leeds and places like that, and I've been to fucking Durham, Home House, Accrington wouldn't have me. I went to another one in Leeds, they wouldn't have me. I can't remember the name of it now. It wasn't Hamley. It was called, the one I went to was called Wheelston, which was a semi-open jail. And then I went to another jail when they first brought me. It was called, across the road. It was right next to where the Leeds United football people train. It's not far from, I can't remember the fucking name of it now. I can remember the address, but I can't remember the name of the address, sorry. But it was near Wakefield. I think the Wakefield jails up there, over the monsters and that. And I went in there, it was for prisoners and that, finishing off doing life sentences. And because I was only in for a driving offence, no one got hurt. I went on to all the different jails, and then they put me in what was it fucking called? I can't remember the name of the jail now. Next door to the Wakefield one. Two prisons is the main one. One's where you're locked up all day. Cat B, this was a Cat A, I think. No, Cat B prison, sorry. And the other one was an open prison that I was in. Got into an open prison for the last 6 months. I had about 4 months I got to do. Put me in there because I was in Liverpool as well. I was in Haverick as well. I liked Haverick. It was like fucking being on here all used. Getting on with everyone. Everyone got on with me. I got on with everyone, mate. People were getting bullied, I'd stop it. Or people were getting robbed, I'd stop it. Can we Carol? Are you Carol? You okay, love? Carol will tell you as well that's a little shite. His favourite song was Bat Out of Hell because Carol was a biker chick. And that was his love for his life, and his kids in that. But all the shit, that poor lady that got put up with had 3 years before us. She's only little as well, tiny lady, and she fucking didn't have to stand the ground with her son and her daughters now. They're all like tough as old boots, but they're lovely heart. A lot of them all got kind hearts everywhere. Even her daughters, her son, they're all lovely. Peter, give me a cuddle, love your son. That just lovely people. Not one of them are evil or nasty, and they didn't deserve just because Carol said no, thank you. She's a very, very polite lady. She said no, thank you. I don't want to give you any stories about Lee. He said the stories I've got about Lee are in my heart, and they'll stay there. I said, I bet you've got loads of letters from Lee from when he was in jail. She said, I have. She's got something like 476 letters, but they're in the solicitors. We decided, all of us, to put them in there in case that scumbag tried to get some rob the house or something else. So she's got them in a vault, and then one of the solicitors in there, one of the towns, I'm not telling you. So she's got all them there. Them letters there would be like the best book ever written, and miles better than my book, because it's all from Lee from the grave. Lee from the prisons. What happened in that prison, in that prison, in that prison. Lee telling the story about who was all the snitches. And everyone he said, obviously I'm not going to tell you now, but everyone he told me, I was going, you can't be a one. He can't be a one. I went, fucking hell, Duffy's right again. I put my hand in my mouth for that and go, Duffy's right again. My head fucking, he was so intelligent. His writing was like William Shakespeare's. Kid you not, swear to God on my brother's grave, my dad's. His intelligence was through the roof, really streetwise, miles ahead of me, miles ahead. He learnt me loads of stuff, and like, all these stories you get noticed, you spin files, all these stories, and you're only young for 4 months. So I said to Carol, Harold, would you agree with this or not? You could be with Lee Duffy for 24 hours, you'd probably write a book. In that 24 hours, when he gets up now, he was a fucking nightmare. He was a nightmare. He'd have you all over. What, raving in fucking Newcastle, next week you've been Birmingham or something, or you were there. This is over in just one day. He'd have you, and he was very jealous. So I was knocking around with. And Carol laughed her head off for this one, so he said, that's him, you've got him, big fella. So I was knocking around with Lee, and I had this little car taxed off someone. So I come round anyway, he got Dave Woody to smash my window on my car. So I went to the house. Nicky Smith was going out with Craig. He went, I don't know. He said, I didn't know your car window was smashed. So anyway, Craig's bringing me back. He went, he's done that, Lee. Jealousy. He's jealous because you're more like kids. You nick off for your mate, or you bid me for someone else. So I was with Craig for about 2 days. So I come back anyway, he got my car fixed. He got my car fixed for me, Craig. And I said to Lee, what the fuck did you do that for? Are you mental or what? I got jealous because you were with Craig. Carl, that was him 100%. He was fucking funny. He was funny, like. Oh, yeah, he loved me. He did. He really loved me. He was great. I was paranoid still, like, no, because he hit me and he took my head off. So when I was out with him with the A's, I was still paranoid on your head a bit. He might try with a shot and break my jaw this time or knock me out. So I stood at the bar. It was Craig. It was me. It was Terry Dicko. And it was great. The atmosphere was great. And we were all in the Emma and all them. We're all in the Havana rave club. It was like a pub, but it was one of the best raves. So we're all off our heads. So Lee went, "Here, have one of these, big fella." He's always got to be a big fella. Look, a big fella used to come in. So he snapped it in half and he went, "Take that." And it was called a biscuit. It was like little brown dots. And we said that was heroin in them. They were from Liverpool. I thought they would be from Liverpool. So I took this tablet and I stood with Dave Woody and Rob. I can't even fucking name now, Rob. Great lad. It could be me. He works in the good doorman, good lad. So I'm on the talking to them the next minute. Duffy's going, yep. Terry going, yep. The big fella, yep. Doing all this stuff, dancing. Lee Duffy's doing a fucking. He was really strong with his legs. He used to be able to squat. He was about 15 stone at the time. He would squat all the way down on one leg and stand all the way back up. He could do 10 reps on each leg. Super strong on his legs. Balance, really good balance. He's jumping about and doing all this stuff. And I'm at the bar like this. I'm keep my side so he couldn't throw a punch on me. I'm not going to lie to you. I was saying, look, he's not going to catch me tonight, the cunt, because I'm off my head here. I don't even know what I was doing because I never had a drug in my life. Are you all right, big fella? You look a bit. You all right? I said, yeah, I'm all right. He said, that's just fucking hot in here, though, isn't it? He went, yeah, you all right? So anyway, Candy Staten was one of his favourite songs. I've got the love to see you through. Sometimes I wave, I just don't care. I used to love that song. So Duffy used to always do that with his hands and dance that song. He loved it, absolutely loved it. We never heard of the Waterboy song in them days. We never heard of fucking I saw the whole of the moon. Never fucking, I heard it, but it was never on in the nightclubs. It wasn't like Candy Staten, so he loved that. And he also loved, I can't remember the other fucking one now. There's another song he loved. It was like a rapper type song he loved. I like that. But his favourite song was, what Carol had had was Back That Were Hell by fucking Meatloaf. So he even got that wrong. Everything he put in, lies all the time, bullshit, shit, absolute shit. And I said, oh, did you know the polo? He went, no, I know. What's the polo? I went, well, that's where Lee had his favourite breakfast, polo, South Bank. I said, then there was the other place where he used to, the arcade where Sean Day used to have him in there when he used to nick off. Didn't even know this like that. I said, then he used to go with Big John from, I can't remember his second name, Big John. He has a cigarette shop with them, not CBD, them vape fountains. John, Big John, I can't remember his fucking name now. He was telling me a story where Lee used to come in on pinch the motorbike, them fucking little moped thing, and he's wheeling it around the pub in the fountain. So he had all the funny stuff and that. That's what we put in the book, all the lovely stuff about him and that, and funny. What do you say? So we were having a laugh, in the pubs and that with him. So anyway, he says to me, "Are you all right?" Anyway, so he comes out of there, and we come out of the nightclub, and he went, "I will go and see Freddie Beasy." Freddie Beasy was an old man, but he was like, he dressed like the gangsters in the '60s in America. He was immaculate. He was a millionaire. He had topped in a big American car and everything. Anyway, we used to go and see Freddie, and Freddie said, "Look, I'm not bothered if you're on the ecstasy, but I don't want you to sell them and that." He said, "We said, we're going to do that here." He said, "Well, can you do me a favour? There's about 5 or 6 people here and I'd sell them. Can you stop it?" Of course we can. He said, "Well, he's doing it. Anyway, we got them in the toilet, me and Lee. We got about, I don't know, a couple hundred I think we got off them and a few £100 off them. And we give the fuckers away, to tell you the truth. Lee Duffy was never greedy. He would go out, we were in the polo that night, and Lee was in there. It was a little cafe, like a bit like the arcades in Redcar. And Lee stood there, and these 4 kids come in, and it's pouring down the rain. He went, "Where's your coat, son?" He went, "I haven't got a coat, Lee." He went, "Here." As big as he was, Lee, he took the coat, put it on the kid. The kid was drowning the kid, but the kid, he took his own fucking coat off his back. It was a really expensive coat. And he'd do this. He'd put like 20 quid, scramble, throw all the money in the air for the kids on the floor, and used to pick it up. They absolutely idolised them, the kids from that area. Absolutely loved them, they did. He never bullied any kids, what he was saying. It was all a shit, and he never, ever, on my brother's grave, on Emma's life, and Eli's, Bobby's, he never went up to normal people and taxed them, what he was saying. He said he went up to a family on the documentary, one in South Bank he made, and he said, he went up and he went, "Give us your money." It was a man who worked for a living somewhere, like maybe West British Steel or something, and he took it off the bloke. He said he was out of order, "What are you doing?" But he was just a fucking liar. He never took money off people. He took money off drug dealers. He took money off people who were wrong, and people like I did, police informers and stuff. And if he got it wrong, he'd go back and say, "Sorry about that," and he'd give him the stuff back, the same as I did. And he was a proper lad. And when the kids were out one night, they were all on the street, and they had fuck all. And Lee had got about a kilo of 9 bars, right? 9 ounces in each 9 bar, because we call it the 9 bar. 36, 4 to 9 is 36, which is a kilo. So he's in South Bank. He goes in the fucking shop where he's weighing the stuff. Sean Deere's telling me. I said, he goes in the shop and he said they had no scales. So they were all getting there, like, you know, when you get your potatoes and your veg and all. He said, get them scales a minute, mate. Put them on there and at least cutting the stuff up and putting it in the fucking bin, weighing it. And everyone's, all right, Lee, all right, are you, Lee? No, I'm not bullying. He said, I won't be long, guys. You know, that stuff. Being polite to the old women and all that. So he had all these gear, cutting it up and weighing it in the fucking scales, what you put your potatoes on and stuff. Anyway, he walked on, he went down the road in the South Bank and he went into there where all the young lads were. It was summer's day. And he walked up to them and went, yeah, what are you doing? He said, I was just trying to get an eighth. What do you mean an eighth? He said, an eighth of gear. He went, hold on. Went in the fucking car, come back and give him a full 9 ounces of gear. It was £150 an ounce. Never greedy, never greedy. Always right. Every time we did a tax, he never was sneaky. Like, say, me and him went to do tax, and he's got the money off them. So I'd got, like, say, £500 downstairs off someone. He's went upstairs, and he's got, like, say, 600, 700, 800, 900 pounds. Well, he could have kept that and said, I've only got £100. Never was no more sneakiness in him. And he come down, he said, we've got 9 there, and you've got 5, 6, that's 1,500 quid for brilliant. He said, but he would just go. We'd all be gone. He couldn't save money to save his fucking life. He couldn't, and he couldn't say no to anyone. No, if everyone needed a drink or all that, he was always like nice to people. And if people were old people and that, he'd go and help them. He didn't like people getting bullied. Because Lee Duffy got terribly bullied when he was a kid. And Dave Thomas come on and told the story. He said he really got bullied at school, and he didn't know nothing about it. The Tin Man, because he didn't do his due diligence, and he didn't do his fucking work, and that's why the books were shit. No disrespect to Lee, but you know they weren't fucking good. But the things he said over the months about Lee over the years is just fucking lies, made up shit. Just trying to tell the truth about Lee and tell the stories. So anyway, that night when we were in there, I was still at the bar. I thought, if he hits me now, I'm fucked. So my legs are gone. My legs were like jelly. He went, come here, I fucking love you. He said, give me a kiss. I said, will you fucking behave? I'm fucking always kissing me. He said, start laughing. He went, he was dead loving, proper loving he was. He comes out, all his daughters are the same, Carol, they're all dead loving, got that streak of loveliness. But they're like all gaming up and fight. So he goes out, so I'm on my toes, mate. And I goes out with him and he's in this fucking little van thing we've got, like a little car van, little fucking thing. He was like 15 and a half stone or something at the time, now I was 24 and a half stone. And we drive around in this, so we go to Freddie V's. He had 2 clubs, he had the Belmont and he had another pub. So we goes in there, and he could have fucking destroyed me. Could have battered me all over because I couldn't fight back. So I was like, he cabbaged. So that night that I knew, he said, when he was with me, we went to 84 Hampton Street, we were on the pads, and he had me on the pads. He went, Craig, look at the speed of him. He said, how the fuck can you be that fast and be that big? I told you he was fast as fuck his hands. He said, he can't mix it up in the fight. He said, but he's the nicest fucking lad I've ever come across, and the most bottle I've ever come across. He said, that's why we're just going to take over everything ourselves. So we did that. Sadly, obviously, he got killed. But we ran around and no one said fucking nothing to Lee. Before I come along, he was getting people attacking him and stuff. He said, you know what, big fella, since you've been coming on, not fucking one person's tried to attack me enough. And he said, fucking great. It's just about, he used to always be smiling, laughing. Always laughing. So we're out one day and he's shot in the foot, big fucking hole in his foot, bless him. I felt sorry for him, you know, big hole in his foot. They tried to kill him in a pub with a shotgun, and he had the blues, and he got it down like that. He said, what happened, big fella? He said, I grabbed it, put it like that, but it went off and it shot me through my foot. So when he was smoking the cannabis, I went, leave. Anyone else, he probably get a bat. I said, you're doing me fucking head in all day long, fucking joints. I said, my eyes are fucking killing me. I can hardly fucking see. I said, I can't hardly breathe. Anyway, I went, he said, I'm sorry, but look, showed me his phone. His phone. I went, you're all right then. Didn't realise the pain he was in. Fucking big hole in his foot like that. There was no meds in them days, fucking stuff. So anyway, he's fucking he was like nice like that. So I said, anyway, so I'm driving one day, so we were smoking the cannabis, and I can't remember what car was in now. I think it was a SRI Cavalier. So pulls over. I went, stop. No, I'm not. I'm lying. There's the lads driving the car with us in. That's right. Pull over. I said, pull over. Stop. I need a drink. So I ran out of the car and I went to the garage in Middlesbrough. So I've got in the garage. I went, have you got any Lucozade? So I'm shaking. I'm opening the Lucozade. I'm drinking it. another bottle, drank it. Mars by it, topic. The bloke's going, you all right? Do you need the police or anything? I said, no. I couldn't breathe enough, and I'd had like a panic attack, fucking munchy thing where I've got a whitey, they call it, and I'm going, I can't breathe anyway. I've come out, and them bastards. Duffy's on the back fucking bonnet, like that on the boot, creased laughing. The other one's in the front, on the front bonnet, laid right across it, laughing their fucking heads off. You've had a whitey, big fella. I went, you fucking, what the fuck's a whitey? What the fuck's a whitey? Going, the mosh, I shouted at them. What the fucking asking you is now screaming at them. All they could do was laugh because they were all off their heads on the skunk, but I was off it. But I wasn't. I was fucking paranoid to death, fucking. I couldn't breathe or nothing, so I was drinking all the Lucas and stuff. So I went back in there. I think it was for £3 or something. I gave the bloke a £5. He went, you all right? Do you need an ambulance and all that? I went, no. I said, it's all right, mate. So I'll come back out. Yeah, it was fucking cunts, they were bastards. Yeah, everyone's laughing like fucking. You can see all the whiteys are. I'm fucking man's going, what do you do? I'm going to do that. Look, I said straight down, like fucking trying to get sugars in my body because you shake like fuck. I was like fucking. I was like tinfoil when I was shouting at tinfoil like that, like a cowardly custer. I was like, I couldn't shit myself. I don't know what was going on with me because I'd never had it seen. I was telling Carol, she was laughing at her and Carol's daughters. And then we got to meet Carol with the daughters, and that was one of the best days of my life. Me and Emma getting to meet Carol with the daughters, and what happened is I took a coat off someone who was a bit of a fucking slink really, and I took it off him. It was Lee's coat. It was a £500 coat. It was from Liverpool, so it was emerald green. So I said, one of my daughters wasn't doing well. She was a bit poorly. She was down with all the shit with him, driving them around the fucking bench. He was with all the lies and stuff, and calling Carol and everything's names and stuff. So I said, I've got a coat here. It's Lee's coat. I'm going to give it to you. So tinfoil for it. We said, I'll be offered £1,000 for it. But I found out he got offered £2,000. He was going to give me £500 and keep £1,500. The fucking slink. Because it all come out in the end of the lad was. I won't mention his name, but he said, no, it was me who I put the £2,000 up for the coat. And when I went to see Carol and the daughters went, are you all right? I said, yeah, all the cuddling. Bobby was there and Emma and that. It was great day. And she went, that's Lee's coat. She said, that's the same colour as them Christmas tree. She went, I remember it because it's emerald green, she said. So I said, that's your dad's coat. She said, that's marvellous, that. I bet you that's lovely, that. She said, it's not my coat. She said, what do you mean? This was to his daughter. She went, I said, it's your coat from me as a present. Do you remember your dad dying? She just burst out crying. With joy, tears of joy. And we all just had a cuddle. I said, all I want is a big cuddle off you all. And we all had a cuddle, Peter and that. So lovely lad. He did all my house for us, and decorated the house. And when we were pooling, me and Emma, and we hadn't really seen anyone. And Carol come up, bless her, put a big bag of shopping on this door, like that, full of meat and everything. Came another time with big bags of fruit and that. A lovely lady. And the great thing is, she's like a big sister to me and Emma. But that was like the Lord Jesus again, putting people together when we were all depressed through this fucker. But the great thing that's come out of it is the Cockerill family and the Duffy family have amalgamated as one big family now. So it's nice to see. You can see they were a lot happier, the family, than that now, because when we spoke to Carol, she went, what you're telling me now, she started coming out with it because we went with one of our church leaders. She went, this has happened and that. And we thought we were going loopy in the head because you start telling people a story about him, what he does and that. And every single thing what Carol said, we did the same. But she did it 3 years before us. So I was like, she said, I'm so grateful you should have come because I thought I was losing my mind, she said. I said, we were the same with people. Even our church leader thought we were losing our mind, but then he found out the same. He's been doing it this has been going with him for decades. He's been doing this to people and torturing people. I just wish they could get help, and get sections and get them fucking back to normal because it can't be good doing what they're doing. And that poor son of theirs is getting tortured by friends and he's trying to make a life for himself and his dad's fucking ruining everything he does. And everywhere, what's that, right freedom, we've got a screw with a whole ring with cheer like scored a goal. Yeah. What he did is Lee offered him out, Sykes went to the 3 schools. A big Taffy Loose was there, Welsh lad. He was in D wing and A wings like this right next to each other. People will come down and you put your clothes in with your name on, you get it washed and done. Because the D wing is where it's a remand wing where you can spend like 20 quid, I think you can spend on there, 25 quid. So when I got remanded, no, I was on remand and then I got convicted. So my friend, who was a screw, Mr. Mac, he said, you're staying on here, I'll keep you on here with me. And you can have what you want. I used to have my door open all day on Chris Cockerill, tell you. My door was open all day. I had a telly in the fucking pad. I had a kettle in my pad. I had every fucking, me monkey lines, pot lines. He was fucking dangerous, lad. I was in with him. We were playing pool, drinking whiskey, and I hate the fucking thing. We in vodka at fucking 12 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve. Our pad, and they used to like the tack, the gear. So we were in there. So everything I got, sandwiches, the screws were coming with the bait and give me bait. And I just kept the jail right, I didn't grass to people. I just made sure people kept safe and stuff. But yeah, Lee was the same when he was in jail. Any of the young lads and that who got bullied to go over, and if they're from Middlesbrough, Carol will tell you, he always stuck up for the South Bank lads and Middlesbrough lads. He loved the lads from there, and he wouldn't let him out. If you were on your own and there was 30 lads, Lee Duffy would rather be in the grave next to you or the hospital bed next to you than run. He would never run from anyone. All those shit stories where he's made up, that daft cunt about taxing innocent people and all that absolute shite and nonsense. I can promise you on the souls of my dad's grave and my brother's, he didn't tax anyone who was like a normal street person, not the streets, a normal person who worked for a living. He wasn't like that. And he was loved in that area. I mean, why did over 2,500 people turn up at his funeral if he was hated? So you've got to remember that as well. Why would 2,500 people turn up at a funeral? It was like a state funeral. I couldn't go. I obviously got absolutely upset, crying in the cell. And David Tappin was next door. He's the one who threw the petrol on Lee and tried to set my light. And David shouted to Lee, Brian, nightmare for you, mate. He said, Lee's been killed. I went, you're joking. I went, no, I was stabbed Saturday night, Sunday morning. I went, nah, it'll be fucking lies, man. It's not that fucking daft. You want me to get him? He's too quick, too clever. No, not what to accept another thing of what happened to him. And then I got to find out it was in the paper, and it was like fucking absolute good me. He used to always say, live by the sword, die by the sword. But like Lee was one of them. Lee's mum said, my son would never have wanted you to go to jail to the lad who killed him. But it was a street fight went wrong, and he never went out to go and murder him. He had a fight in the street, and he stabbed him, but he never stabbed him 7 times. He's embellished everything. He's a crank. And the lads, he talks to their family and everything now, so they forgive him. Obviously, he said it was Lee's fault, so that was nice of them to do that as well. So it shows you they've got a good heart, the Duffy family. But the lies that man tells and the shit he tells, it's just a compulsive lie. He just can't stop telling lies. But the great thing is all you know that now, and it gives like to Carol, Emma, me, Bobby, Kev Kilty, Matty Joseph Turner, Teddy Dicko, and all the people who've done books with everyone, all know what he is now. So I don't think anyone else will do a book with him. If they do, they won't sell because no one he was a nightmare to have a pee on. It was fucking nightmare. We stood there for fucking an hour trying to have a piss. Your thing used to shrivel up the fuck. Trying like that to try and get away. Finding your thing. It was a fucking nightmare. Yeah, and it was always freezing cold, weren't you, when you're honest? Trying to wee. Terrible. You sit be on the toilet for like 30 minutes trying to have a wee. Yeah, you're right, Monty 16. Well, you're exactly right. You were. You just couldn't wee. Yeah, you could not wee. The worst thing for me on the E was coming out of the nightclubs, a rave clubs that I used to have. I owned one, and I run the other one. And the Grangetown Raves was a good club. It was all like from Grangetown people. Grangetown was the murder capital of Europe for about 20 years. More people were stabbed and killed in there per person than anywhere else in Europe. And Middlesbrough now was still the worst place to get killed per person. Over 10,000 people, more people get killed in Middlesbrough and robbed and stabbed than anywhere in the country. It's the worst place to live. Which is the worst place to live in England? I'll say Middlesbrough, Hartlepool, and Stockton, Cleveland. And which is the worst police force? I'll say Cleveland Police. They're the worst police force in history. You were fucking corrupt. But Duffy, he hated police. He fucking hated them. I come over to me and him one day and he went, "Oh, remember where?" And he went, "Fuck off." What, fuck off? Yeah, fuck off, you skinny cunt. One of them is the one who written the book. What, Lee? Eugene Tate. He's done a book apparently as well. So it was him, that Eugene Tate, scruffy little cunt with a moustache. So I'll fucking knock you out, you daft little cunt. He thought he could have a fight, this cunt. He used to have a fight with my mate from South Bank, beat him when he was only about 15. I said, oh, you beat the young such a you fucking coward. Fucking grown man beating a young kid up. And he'll copper shit himself. I mean, Duffy said to me, Lee said, never used to call him Duffy, so I called him Lee. He said to me, he's a shit himself in there. He said, I could smell the poo from his underpants, and the crop was fucking red, bright red. He did shit himself, but he didn't really shit himself properly, but with the fear in him, he hated it. Got battered by them, caught what I was worth the risk. Lighter than anything else. They do go ape when you hit. Darren, but kids loves fucking 20s around Crystal Maze. The Crystal Maze, fucking I remember that was fucking him, wasn't it? Richard Bryan's, wasn't it? I used to love it. I used to watch it on a Saturday night. It was on, I think, Friday or Saturday night it was on. Yeah, it was good. That I liked him. That Richard Bryan's, I think he was called. Yeah, so Lee never had all that shit about the whole of the moon. It's just all made up in that idiot's head. He's got a video up there, right? Viv Graham, God rest his soul, never, ever, ever come to Middlesbrough. So that idiot's got a video going, now then. You can tell it's doctored because the voice and the tune, when you've got people dancing there and talking, you can hear them, and it's like amalgamated in there. He's got, now then. And he's pretending it's Lee Duffy. So I said, that's not Lee Duffy. So this was when I was like friends with him. He went, oh, there's Lee. I said, that's not Lee Duffy. I said, I know Lee Duffy's voice. I was with him for four months every day nearly. I said, day and night. I said, I was only about 3 days out of that time. I'd never seen him. And when I was in jail, he used to come to jail to see me. I said, that's not Lee Duffy's voice. I said, that's Lee Harrison's. I can hear Lee. But that's not Lee Duffy. No, is it? I said, it's not. He said, I said, it isn't him, trying to make people say it is. And about 20 people, Terry and Rob Sugar, that was his name. Rob Suggett said, that's not fucking Lee's name. That's not Lee. And then he's got another one going, Viv Graham in the house. So another divvy's fucking gone on. And he said, oh, yes, Viv Graham. He said, oh, Lee Duffy that night went to fight and he ran after him. He jumped over the table. And what a load of fucking shit. Viv Graham never, ever come to the Havana or Middlesbrough, ever in history, point blank. Because of that, if he did, Lee'd have been having a fight with him. He'd have had a fight. There's no doubt about it. But he never, ever come, Viv Graham. Absolutely. So he's disrespecting both people there because he's making more lines up to try and sell the books. But like you said, no one buys these books because they're shit. You can't even get the stories right. Can't even get Lee's height right. Just lies. That he was a real cunt to piss. Well, yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to go. I didn't realise it's 3.5 fucking hours I've been on here. Been a great night tonight. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's one of the best ones. Last 2 nights we've had a great night. 23-hour bang up sometimes. 24 hours of bang up. I was getting mate. They were giving me 24 hours, and I was in Durham. I was in the wing where there's only 4 cells, but it's for like fucking lunatics who fucking kick off. I was in there, and I was in there with Reggie Wilson. He was in for fucking multiple murders and stuff. He was fucking mental. Reggie killed the bloke, cut the doctor's head off with the fucking cut his head off with a knife in the in Middlesbrough. Reggie Wilson, dangerous fucking man him. But I was in there for about a month, and then I got out of there. But yeah, you have to. It's like a segregation unit. Right, guys, I'm going to shout. Thank you very much, everyone. Love you. I'll be back on again tomorrow, but I probably won't be on as long. But I haven't fucking lasted that long. I'll have to get my wife to do it. 60 people, 60. Don't forget, before you go, anyone wasn't push the like buttons. Push the like buttons on here for us to get past the 60 if we can. That's the most we've ever had, the 60 in one night for ages. So anyone else who push the like buttons, like to say the channel's a good channel, leave a little comment after you've been on if you can. Everyone's saying, they're pushing the like buttons down. Now that's you, Tinfoil. There's Daft Tinfoil starting up. So he's pushing the buttons down because it's 59. So now somebody else has put, that's that Daft cunt. So I knew when I said that in my head, I thought, watch it go down, one of them. Crank, absolute crank. So it's got him again. Yeah, don't forget to push the like buttons, guys. Does that little scumbag's head in when you do this. And you can see the rage in him because the people love us and we love the people. We make people happy and we hope they make us happy, helping each other. Freedom, not walking so much tonight. Yeah, I'm good tonight. I've been really good with my exercise. 62. I will get to 65 views lot. 3 more people to push the like buttons. I'll be 65, 63. Come on, Pete, push the like buttons, guys. 2 more to go. It's amazing, this. It's amazing the power of Jesus Christ. 63 on. Let's get 64. There's someone out there. Somebody said before, I've pushed it 6 times, Brian, because you only get one. You can only push it. I think it will 63, 62. Oh my God, it's back down. I better get off because I'll be down to 1. Right, I'm going to go. 28 people on, so I can't do this. Leave it away. Right, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all and be happy. Don't worry about anything. It's not just worrying. So why worry? It's still the same thing the next day, innit? So you're worrying over nothing. So it's 97% of what you worry over doesn't happen, only 3%. So why worry over 3%? Like, God bless.
That's still on
Can't find end.